Round 1, fight!
What's up, guys? Welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode number 149. So you've been following us. This is our best movies of 2010 part 2. So we already did part 1 on Monday. You can watch them in whatever order you want because they're just half and half. And the Sweet 16 for both of these movies will be in our championship on Friday, which is always a half bracket for the championship episodes. I don't have the list of the 8 holdover movies, but the ladder series does mean that there's 8 holdovers from previous years. Most of them we already had in part 1. I think there's only one. If you see a movie that's from another year, just roll with it because that means there was one that got enough votes to make it this year to face the movies of 2010. So yeah, but we'll go ahead and we'll bring in our crew for tonight. Oh, and of course, let me introduce myself. I'm Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. As always, your host for tonight. But I will bring in first off. We have Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. Yeah, the one holdover we've got left here is The Help. That's the one to see today at some stage. But yeah,
all right.
It should be a lot of fun. And yeah, it's actually refreshing to have a bracket that's actually mostly 2010 movies.
Yeah, right. And I was able to watch 3 for this one this time, and I was gonna go with a certain 3, but they were all kind of like sad and depressing movies. So I switched over. I'll just reveal one. I watched. My third watch was Machete. I wanted to watch something fun and kind of just upbeat and off the wall. So I'd never seen it before. It was awesome. So. But we also have joining us, we got Chris Diaz.
Hello.
How's it going, Chris?
Very good. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Here to talk about 2010, the year I graduated from high school, actually. So fun.
Nice. And don't mind me, too. I'm also eating my dinner. I made me some burgers and fries. They're homemade. But yeah, I'll be eating a little on stream because this is right during my dinner time. But we also have joining us Jordan Owens, if he's there. may have stepped away for a minute, but he'll be back, so no worries there.
He's just have a thinking cap on.
Yeah, deep thought, deep. But and we also have joining us Matt Munoz.
Jordan told me he had to take a huge dump, so he'll be right back.
Right, sounds about right. Yeah.
What's up, Malcolm? I miss you, Malcolm.
Yeah. And normally we have Austin here as my co-host.
I stepped away for 2 minutes. I already heard Matt say some dumb shit. I'm so surprised.
Man, that was a quick dump.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
I was constipated. I was thinking of you.
Oh.
Nice. Well, my usual co-host, Austin Pez Howell, might be showing up. He's been having major internet issues to where it's been out all day. So he's currently on hold with AT&T. We'll see what happens there. So if he shows up or not, or if he figures out like a workaround or something like that. So, but this will be our crew for tonight, and I'll break it down as to how it's going to work for anyone who might be tuning in. This will basically be just like a March Madness tournament, but it's movies instead of sports, and it's we just vote round by round until we come up with a winner. There's no seeds or anything. We put everything into a big randomizer, and whichever ones pop out first is the matchup you're going to get. So you can see tough ones in round 1. You can see some kind of weird ones, like ones that aren't as good, go up against each other. Like, it just all depends. So, and everyone does have to vote no matter what, even if you haven't seen both the movies. Just make up any reason at all. You can have fun with it, come up with creative reasons to vote, whatever you want to do. So yeah, but I think that will do it for us tonight. So I'll bring up the bracket. Got that here, and I got my quick little intro. We'll go with the short one here. So let's do this.
Moto surf! Moto surf! Moto surf!
All right, let's do this. So, speaking of Machete, the one I watched going up against I Love You, Philip Morris. So, and we always start at the bottom of the ladder as it's displayed. So, Matt, you'll be up first. So, which one you want to go for?
Well, I'm Mexican, so I have to choose Machete. No, I'm joking. It's a better movie. It's a better movie.
Oh yeah. Sounds good. JPO.
As another Mexican, wait, what? No, I do like Machete. I love that Robert Rodriguez kind of take on spoof action flick to a degree here. The stars that are in it, but I actually really truly love it. I love Philip Morris. Great true story, and I love these two leads. Fucking kill it, man. Jim Carrey is so good. So.
I've never seen it. Sorry.
No, you're gonna say that a lot tonight, Matt. I've been.
Yeah, you might. But Chris, what do you got?
I've seen both. I think Machete is a guilty pleasure movie, fun movie. But I had to go with I Love You, Philip Morris. A sweet movie. Jim Carrey had really funny, crazy true story. So I Love You, Philip Morris.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you got here?
On a side note, after we went off on Monday, we were talking about the movies I had on 2019 one, and I think it was JPO that brought it up. It was limited. It was like festival release in 2009, but its wide release was 2010, which is why it's in this tournament. There's a lot of movies like that where they get released in festivals earlier than all that. I always try to stick to the wide release as much as possible. But that being said, unfortunately, I haven't seen I Love You, Philip Morris. It's one that I really wanted to get to. I just didn't have the time, and it was not really streaming anywhere for me. So I'm gonna go Machete.
Yeah, and I've seen both of these. I mean, I do have a fair amount of blind spots for this bracket, but I've seen both of these ones, and they're both especially I Love You, Philip Morris. I wasn't sure on that one because when I saw the trailer the first time, there's like this scene of Jim Carrey and Ewan McGregor having gay sex in prison. I'm like what the frick is this movie? But it's much more than that. It actually is kind of like a love story and a comedy, and it's actually really well done, and so it's pretty good. But I also just watched Machete for the first time, and that movie rules. That movie's freaking awesome. I don't know why I waited so long to see these movies, because they're just kind of having fun. It's like action comedy, spoof a little bit, and it's a really good time. That's right up my alley. My two favorite genres right there. So I got to go with Machete. So I believe
it's a Machete 3-2.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Remember Me.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, this time it'll be JPO first. What do you got?
I guess I muted myself. Let me start over.
Yeah.
I didn't mind Remember Me. It's kind of a good rom-com. It was definitely turned into dramatic, and there's a weird, maybe unnecessary twist of this movie. I don't know if you guys know how it ends, where you're like, yeah, you felt the need to do that, but all right. But I do like it better than Tim Burton's Alice Takes. Neither one of them really did much for me here. They're better than Willy Wonka, but that's not saying much, so I'm going to go Remember Me.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say here?
I don't like either one of these. Moving on, the last I say about Alice in Wonderland, I feel better as a Disney fan. Should I go with the 9/11 one, or should I go with Alice in Wonderland?
Well, there's the twist I was mentioning. So Chris just right up and said it. You find out that there's 9/11 movie in the end. Robert Pattinson goes to the Twin Towers.
What? Remember Me?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's really weird. Was that necessary?
Even though I don't like it, I had to go Alice in Wonderland. I just cannot Remember Me. Just put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, sounds good. And Austin just mentioned me. His internet will be offline until 5:30 a.m. So he's out for tonight.
Not if we go really long, guys. Let's do really good.
Yeah, go really long.
I mean, YouTube makes you cut it at 23 hours and 59 minutes. So I think he's doing.
We got time.
So, yeah. Well,
I'll give you the biography of Imelda Raven.
You go 8 hours before. But Malcolm, what do you? What do you say?
Yeah, let's please not go 8 hours. I've got work in about 3 hours. So,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Remember Me. Just in the poster, I assumed it was a Nicholas Sparks movie. It is not.
Oh yeah.
I wish it was a
Both face to face like that. Yeah.
I didn't hate the Alice in Wonderland movie. I thought it was a really good adaptation. I think Tim Burton is a good choice to do a really creepy version like of Wonderland. I think it works. So I'm gonna go Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I haven't seen Remember Me. That's a blind spot, but I've seen the Alice in Wonderland movies. They're fine for me. Like they're just like a 5 out of 10. They're just fine movies. I mean, I didn't really mind them that much. So yeah, I'll vote Alice in Wonderland. Matt, what do you got?
You muted.
Sorry about that. I was talking to my mom. Okay, I definitely have to pick Remember Me because I've never seen it, but Alice in Wonderland is horrible. Tim Burton.
Yep.
So I can only go one way here.
There's a valid reason to vote on tournament fights.
But that doesn't matter. Alice in Wonderland is going to move on.
And I'm
Still
over
moving
2
on.
for so far.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Dinner for Schmucks up against Predators.
Oh man, that was the other one I was gonna watch, but I didn't have time. Predators.
You know, the way Steve Carell looks, if that movie was called Predators, you'd probably believe it.
Right? Yeah. Yep. Maybe Chris first.
Well, so far we've been doing stuff I have seen. Dinner for Schmucks is one of those films where I feel like there's stuff that's really funny about it, and there's stuff I don't like particularly about the movie. See, that Nashville when he took Papa is very funny in the movie. See, Carell is hit and miss in the movie. Papa is good, but the more time I rewatch The Predator, I kind of enjoy it more and more. I like Lawrence Fishburne's crazy performance in it. I like the Predator design. I like the twist and turn. Strangely enough, I don't go with Predator because he's a bit more memorable movie to me.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Predators. It's one that I was considering watching for this, but then I don't know if it was this one or if it was a different one. But I thought this was the one that that Austin said really sucked. So I thought, oh yeah, I could probably leave it till later, and if it makes it through to the championship round, I could probably watch it then. Dinner for Schmucks is fine. Like it definitely should have been better than what it was with both Steve Carell and Paul Rudd in the movie. But I mean, it's watchable. I enjoy it, so I'm gonna go Dinner for Schmucks.
Yeah. I can't remember yet if that Predators movie was the one that sucks or the one that was actually kind of good. I don't
It's
know.
the good one. The Predator.
It's a good
sucks.
one. It's better
Yeah.
than the last one.
One of the good, better ones.
Okay.
The next
Cool.
one's the bad one.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I
Well,
just
Clancy Brown, that one's horrible, and
Yeah.
Olivia Munn.
I just didn't have enough time to get to it. Dinner for Schmucks, I don't really like it that much, but I don't hate it. You know, it's kind of like a 4 out of 10. That's still low, but it's not like at the bottom of the barrel. So I'll still go Dinner for Schmucks. Matt, what do you say?
Oh, I have to go Predators. Like, I love the Predator, the original. This one, out of all of them, probably ranks like 3rd favorite of mine in the Predator series. Yeah,
Nice.
It was really good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, sounds good. JPO.
Oh, thank God. I think I finally won around here. Yeah, Dinner for Schmuck is a good premise on paper with its cast, but I don't know. For me, most of it just wasn't executed well enough. I don't even like Steve Carell's character at all. Like, I know he's supposed to be schmucky, but he's a real schmuck. And the rest of the characters are pretty kind of just, they're graining. Predators is a very fine, like B-level sequel. It's fun. It kind of gives you what you want to a degree. So Predators.
Yeah, sounds good. It'll be Predator.
What do you guys, real quick, what do you guys think about that Hulu Predator movie? I forget what they called it.
The
one with
best
girl.
Prey.
one.
Oh, right.
That was
yeah,
sick,
freaking
right?
awesome. That was sick. Yeah,
that one was so dope.
That one might be my 1 or 2. Like
That's my second favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Clash of the Titans, and is that Let Me In?
Let Me In.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah. I haven't seen Let Me In. I like this matchup so far because it's a movie I haven't seen against one I have seen. But
make it easy.
But and I know I think Austin City feels the same about Clash of the Titans, but like I don't hate Clash of the Titans. I think it's really good. So I'm probably going to go Clash of the Titans. So.
Yeah, well, I just got to reiterate my thoughts on Clash of the Titans because after I saw it, I mean, I mentioned the story before, but I was in the movie theater. My neighbor was in the bathroom afterwards taking a big dump and just shouts out, "Release the Kraken!" like at the top of his lungs, and it was so good, it's so funny. So
and did you hear Flash? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Classy
so I'm gonna go
tournament fights tonight, everybody.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Let Me In because I've seen Let Me In and also Let the Right One In. The original one. The original one's better, but this one's still pretty good. It's just Chloe Grace Moretz and I think Cody Smith McPhee. I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Chloe Moretz likes doing these horror remakes for some reason. Like she's in Carrie, she's in a couple other ones. So
yeah, Carrie was good.
This is one of the better remakes she's in.
Yeah, so I'll go Let Me In. Yeah. Matt, what do you say here?
First of all, Chloe Grace Moretz, if you're watching, please contact me. And then this one, I'll pick Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. You didn't vote for her movie. But
she's in the bottom one, then I'll go for that one next.
Yeah, she's in.
If she calls.
She's gonna call you and be like, "Fuck you, you didn't pick my movie."
Yep, no.
I didn't know.
We know you're watching, Chloe.
But guess who she can call? This guy, because he's voting for that movie. Yeah, Clash
That's
is
right.
fine.
And he has a working phone number.
Sure. Clash is fine. Just kind of one of those like you walk away like, all right, that was good. What else is on? Let Me In. I think it's a really interesting story. Like you said, it's a remake, but I thought they did it actually pretty darn justice here. Really good. I thought it was a really good flick. So Let Me In.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
Clash is okay. It's just whatever. I love Let Me In. I think it's just as good as the original. Like, I think it does stuff better than the original. I really love Richard Jenkins in it as Moretz Protector the first half. I think they do better with his character than the original did. And what they added with it, I think the acting great. I think it's creepy and intense. And a great romance. I really do love this movie. I think it's one of Matt Reed's best directing movie.
Yeah. So it'll be Let Me In. Cool. At least with the last one, we're not gonna have any ties.
Saw 3D. Okay, Saw 7.
Oh man.
Social Network.
I mean, I'm most going to just move one over, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
Yeah. And it's me first. Yeah, I'm not a big Saw guy. I've only seen Saw 1, Saw 2, and I think I saw most of Spiral, I think. But and the first two are decent, but it's just like a lot of like gratuitous like violence for me. And it depends. If they're doing it for comedic purposes, like a Machete, then I'm on board with it. But just for like the sake of horror, like I don't know, it doesn't do a lot for me. So I gotta go with The Social Network. That movie's awesome. That movie's in my 128. Like I'm all about these movies about how companies got started, like The Social Network, Air, Flamin' Hot, Tetris, Blackberry. Just bring them on. Like give them all to me. Just keep them coming. Come on. So yeah, The Social Network. All about that. Matt, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm definitely picking Social Network. That was written by Aaron Sorkin. I don't think he directed that one. I think it was Soderbergh or something. But
it's a David Fincher flick.
Fincher, okay. Oh, then it's good. But what's it called? Yeah. But also, I want to say I bet the dude that invented Napster had a big say in that movie because there's no way he's anywhere near as cool as Justin Timberlake or as good looking.
Yeah.
So whatever. But yeah, Social Network all the way. That's a fucking excellent movie.
Yep. Sounds good. JPO, what do you say?
Holy shit, is this the most lopsided match so far?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best movies of the year that could very well win this tonight, maybe of the decade, versus the 7th best Saw movie. Yeah, this movie is also not even a good Saw movie. It ends at the moment the story on a whimper here. It's just I don't even know what else to say. Definitely Social Network here. It's not even one of the better Saw movies, sadly.
Yeah, I kind of checked out after 2 and just.
And I've seen them all, and this is one of the last half. Like I don't know. I'd have to think about it, but it's definitely in the bottom 5, bottom 6.
Yeah, I only watched Spiral because Chris Rock's in it. That's something different, and then that wasn't that good either.
Nope.
But Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, Saw 3D just suck. I mean, as someone who liked the one before, I like Saw 6 a lot just because it gave me Victim. I actually felt a little bit sympathy for, like. But I hate Saw 3D. I think it's what they did to Joe. Everything I just hated about it. Yeah, Social Network is one of my second favorite movie of the past decade. Parasite #1, just #2. But I love the Social Network. The writing, the script, the acting. We watched it the other day before I eat dinner. It still held up well. I'm not coming back for 10%. I'm coming back for everything. Boom.
Yep. Yeah, there's some really good lines. Like more and more I realize the David Fincher, like I think I have my top 3 directors set. It's gotta be Taika Waititi, Mel Brooks, and David Fincher is number 3 for me. Like he makes some good stuff. So but Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This went the way I expected. I just want to talk about Saw because I like all the Saw movies. I'm not as crazy as Henry Sanchez, who has all the Saw movies at 5 stars.
Nuts, Henry. What the fuck?
That's a little out there.
But I mean, look, they're just a lot of fun. Like you know what you're getting into when you're going into a Saw movie. So I mean, I always have a lot of fun with them. But yeah, so I like the social. This is actually really close for me because both of these movies for me personally are both 4 stars. But you know what? Social Network's moving on.
You can't make fun of Henry and then say you also give it 4. Holy shit!
Hey! Henry's got them all at 5 stars. Like I at least am willing to say there's flaws in source.
Okay, so you're not as crazy, but you're in the institution.
No, he's just polite to a fault.
Yeah, you just get more free time on the front yard.
Well, it'll be Social Network moving on.
Yeah. I'll give a pity vote to Saw because
sure.
But next up we've got Piranha 3D up against Country Strong.
Another 3D. Because Saw 3D, that movie was also known as Saw the Final Chapter, and then it wasn't the final chapter.
But, movies in general should just stop doing that shit. Like, y'all know sooner or later you're going to get a fucking greedy executive that's like, we can milk this franchise.
And we're now getting a new Saw movie in October.
Yeah, dude, Saw's never going to die. Saw may die for a few years, and then someone's going to go, well, it's been a while. We can make him cheap and make a profit. Boom. You know?
And I don't know if it's one of those ones they're going to lose the rights to. I don't know if it's that way, but
and then someone else will buy the rights. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna live to see Saw 47. All of us probably.
Yeah, right.
I'll be like Bill Witch and stop making video games instead of movies.
Right. Well, this time it'll be Matt first for Piranha 3D and Country Strong.
Yeah, big Country Strong fan, Matt. Matt, it's your turn, and you're muted, motherfucker.
You're muted.
Still muted, motherfucker.
Sorry, I'm on a phone call. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna skip him then.
All right. Well,
yeah. I've never seen Country Strong. I like country music occasionally. Not the biggest fan. So yeah, this movie didn't really stick out for me. I don't remember seeing massive reviews to where it pushed me. Piranha also kind of sucks, but it's one of those that's kind of sucks in a fun way. So it's boobs and blood. So Piranha.
Oh, I'm glad I tuned in. Boobs and blood, huh?
Yeah, this is your round, buddy. Vote for Piranha. Yeah. Let's go.
I need to see it.
Yeah, but did you see Country Strong?
Who's in that one?
Wow.
Gwyneth Paltrow,
evidently.
Oh, then no.
Oh yeah.
What are you voting for?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, Piranha 3D.
That's what I figured. Move on.
Yeah.
I mean, for the 3D effects and the boobs, I want to see them pop out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. In 3D.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Chris.
I'm gonna sit front row.
This is the first round I have not seen either because I wasn't the biggest horror person back in 2010. Reception let me in and saw the 3D. I saw it, but and I'm not a big country person. I see like a couple country movies, and I keep getting the pressure. Okay, it just I don't go out to see something ahead there.
Yeah.
I guess I give it Piranha just because it sounds more interesting.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you got here? And you are also muted.
I don't see his mic muted. Oh,
you're the
you
different.
got a fancy mic that you can just hit a button.
I tuned it off at my end and not actually on the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Did your producer do that for you? I'm joking. I love you, Malcolm. I love you.
Yeah, anyway, like I haven't seen Catch Strong. I've always wanted to, but Piranha 3D is a lot of fun. I want to say I want to say Adam Scott's in this one. I'm not too sure if it's this one or the sequel he's in, but I think it's this one. But yeah, Piranha 3D is a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure Austin would love the fact that it's going forward. So Piranha 3D gets my vote.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also not a big country fan. The only time I really listen to country is I'm with my like country friends that listen to it. That's it. I don't really listen to it any other time.
When you guys are wearing your shit kickers and you're dancing in line, no, I'm joking.
Yeah, right. I've been to a couple country concerts, but like I'll go.
Oh yeah, I would go too.
To Carrie Underwood anytime because she's very.
We should all meet up in fucking what's that place? The southern place, you know?
Like
Nashville. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because and yeah, on my Spotify, my country music in a separate playlist, and then I have everything else in a playlist. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go with Piranha 3D. I have yet to see a Piranha movie, but I gotta vote for something, and that sounds way more interesting. So,
I like Eclipse up against Life.
I mean, do we have to vote here? Or no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, they're both kind of like not that correct. So,
yeah, but one's Twilight.
Yeah.
One of the better one out of the series, but
yeah, you never know.
Josh Duhamel's funny.
We'll go to JPO. What do you got?
You know what, Matt? You sold me. Josh Duhamel can be funny, so and it's not Twilight, so that'll get my vote. See neither of these.
Yeah. Right. Chris, what do you say?
I've seen Twilight. Haven't seen the other one. Twilight. I don't like a lot of the Twilight movies, but I would say this one is like the most guilty pleasure, entertaining one out there. Besides breaking down to part 2, because they know they in a bad movie, they actually do make fun of it at a couple of points in the movie.
Oh, nice.
It's really good. Like why he always have his shirt off. A really funny line in the movie. And the action sequence is good. I will give it that. Like this and breaking down part 2, the only one I actually do like. I only saw that because of the Harry Potter trailer in front of it. That was the only reason I saw this. Yeah. So it's Twilight Cliff.
Back when they used to debut trailers in front of movies, I wish they would do that again.
I'm going to quote a movie right here, Chris. You are an oak. You know what that's from? Tombstone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Malcolm, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean the Twilight movies have always been a guilty pleasure for me. Like I've actually enjoyed all of them. And yeah, I mean, are they really badly written? Yeah, probably. But the book as I always make the argument, they're exactly like the book, the way the book is. So realistically, the perfect adaptations of the book because they feel like the book. So I haven't seen Life as We Know It. It's another one that I've wanted to get to. I've got a lot of blind spots here. If it makes championship, I'll watch it. But I'm going to give my vote to Twilight Eclipse.
Yeah. Yeah, like, if you know me, like, not only do I not like Kristen Stewart, I can't stand any of the Twilight movies. I tried reading the books, and after chapter 1, I'm like, hell no, this is like teenage drama bullshit for girls. So I'm like, no, not for me. but Life as We Know It, it's fun. There's a fun little scene with Josh Duhamel and Katherine Heigl they eat some pot brownies and they get high and they're like having a good time and stuff. So there's that in it. And I totally forgot like some of the side cast you have, like playing some of the friends. You got Melissa McCarthy in this movie, I guess, is like one of the friends, and then also Kumail Nanjiani. So I mean, it's fine. So yeah, I'll vote for that, for Life as We Know It. Matt, what are you gonna go for?
At first, I thought you said Jenny McCarthy, and I was like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, I watched that."
No,
Melissa McCarthy's good too, though. Yeah, I'm definitely going Life as We Know It. Not because like Twilight's a girl movie, or I don't think that, but just I've never seen it. I've only heard things. But Kristen Stewart, if you're watching, I think you're super fine. So my friend Jordan here, he's has bad eyes, but
yeah, I do.
I'm joking.
He looks like very neurotic, and like I don't know. Just
hey,
weird.
You got to check her out in Charlie's Angels. All right, that whole cast is finer than any chicks. I don't know.
Yeah. But so I guess it'll be Life as We Know It.
Hell yeah.
Moving on.
Take that, Malcolm.
So you don't get a vote over True Grit.
No, I'm not a huge fan of this True Grit, but I'll
really.
I'm not.
How dare you assume I would ever vote against The Rock? But yeah, I will.
Yeah.
True Grit, amazing. Move on.
Yeah. I mean, her performance.
Amazing.
What's her name's performance in that was incredible.
Yeah, I won't say amazing, but I'll say good.
Can we just do the same thing?
Actually, no, because I'm probably not going to agree with you then.
Well, for this one, the Little Fockers and Hereafter, it'll be Chris first. So, what do you say?
I hate Little Fockers.
Right.
Hell yeah.
This is a film that I actually truly do hate. Yeah, I like Meet the Parents. I really like Meet the Fockers a lot. But this
No Little
was
Fockers
embarrassing.
happened.
Little Fockers was an embarrassing movie, not even funny and not even charming. The less I say about Jessica Alba in the movie, the better I feel I'm talking about. I don't think Hereafter is a great movie, but I do think it has good philosophy. I think it does have a decent plot, interesting story. It's not one of Clint for best movie, but it's an interesting, sometimes touching story. So yeah, Hereafter get my vote.
Well, at least in a movie like Machete, you see Jessica Alba naked. You see like a bunch of people naked in that movie. You see Lindsay Lohan naked. You see like a bunch.
Oh yeah, dude.
You may see some side, but Jessica Alba has never been naked. She has no nude clothes in her contract.
No, she
right,
does,
right, yeah, right. Some like side stuff.
Not that I've studied it or anything. I'm just saying.
Not that it's a 4 minutes and 38
like,
seconds into the video, but
like, well, maybe that's not full nudity, but it's almost there. But
she got so hot she's at the show boob. I think it's hotter that she didn't show it.
Right. but Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing Hereafter. I've got it sitting in a stack over there to watch. Just never got around to it. But I have a lot of fun with Little Fockers. I think it's really good, and I think it's better than what Chris is making it out to be. So I'm going to vote Little Fockers.
I'll be the Austin for tonight. Of course you'll vote Little Fockers, Malcolm. Of course. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Hereafter, so I can't judge it.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Little Fockers either. I thought that movie was just horrible, and I haven't seen Hereafter, but I'm gonna vote for it because it looks way better than Little Fockers. So we'll do that. But Matt,
I'm gonna go Little Fockers just because I like comedy over like whatever Matt Damon's doing in this movie. But honestly, I think Little Fockers was only made because Barbara Streisand was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it," and then Dustin Hoffman was like, "Oh, she's in, then I'm in," and everyone else was like, "Wait, we're gonna do a movie with Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand? I'm in."
Yeah,
that's called Meet the Fockers.
I don't know why Disco Alba's there. She seems too good for that shit.
Yeah,
and she's not funny.
They better Barbara Streisand does the harm of everybody in there.
Yeah.
Well, look at Matt Damon's face. Like, what are they doing to him? Is he getting anally probed or something like that?
Who knows? But
he's liking it. Whatever it is, he's liking it.
Gotta watch the movie to find out. But
sorry, Matt, we're out of time.
What do you say? Yeah. What do you say, JPO?
Oh, I'm sorry, just waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be the middleman of Malcolm and Chris. Like, yeah, I don't absolutely hate Little Fockers. I'm just not that high in that trilogy to begin with. So like I was like, yeah, it's my least favorite of the three, but it was okay to a degree. Never saw Hereafter. The reviews were very middling at the time, so I just never got around to it. So Little Fockers gets my vote.
Yeah, so I think it's actually going to be Little Fockers moving on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So we've got Karate Kid up against Killers.
Oh.
Kevin Heigl, get out of here.
The battle of two mediocre movies. So
Mediocre.
yeah, so this time it'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Killers. I have seen the Karate Kid remake. Look, I think it's fine. It's not something I'm rushing out to go see a second time. Otherwise, I probably would have rewatched it for this. To be honest, I don't really remember it much. All I remember is everyone going, "Oh, but there's actually kung fu that they're doing to it, not karate." And all that. So I'm just because it's I've seen it. I'm going to create the Karate Kid.
Yeah, I think both of these movies are about a 5 out of 10 for me. So what I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to flip a coin via my coin flip app. So we'll go heads for Karate Kid, tails for the Killer. So here we go. I'm going to hit it.
I can't believe making a coin toss.
This is how we should vote for the president.
And it's heads. So that will be the Karate Kid. Gets my vote. Matt.
I've seen neither of these movies, but from what I know, Will Smith wouldn't put his kid in a bad movie, okay? I've never seen After Earth, but I heard it's incredible. No, I'm joking. Just that tagline, marriage, give it your best shot. It just tells me that movie's so lame. So I gotta go Karate Kid. It's got Jackie Chan, dude. He does all his own stunts.
Yeah, he's the new Mr. Miyagi or whatever.
He's the drunken master, dude. Don't fuck with him.
But JPO, what do you say?
All right, so this is where I love to anger people and say this Karate Kid is the only Karate Kid movie I've seen. And guess what? It ain't that bad, y'all. Y'all fucking hating on this for no reason. If you can look at it on its own and you just don't hate Jaden Smith for hating Jaden Smith and you don't hate sequels because now they don't have your favorites in it, this movie's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. It's watchable. Killers, super to the point of, if I'm Siskel and Ebert, I'm giving it a thumbs down. It's not that funny. The action's not very well done. I don't really believe these two chemistry here. It's one of those very mediocre Kutcher movies. So yeah, a Karate Kid definitely gets my vote here.
Yeah, they couldn't have Pat Morita in this thing. He wasn't alive. So yeah. So then with the next best thing, I think, with Jackie Chan. But Chris?
I don't agree with Jordan here. I don't hate the remake Karate Kid. I think there's some good aspects here. I think Jackie Chan is the best thing about this movie. I think his backstory is very sympathetic. I like the reveal of his backstory. I think it's very, very moment in the movie. I think Jaden Smith is fine. I think the romance is cute. I think there are good aspects of this movie. So let's stuck. Yeah, Karate Kid.
Yeah, so funny enough, it's a clean sweep for the Karate Kid. Yep.
And Austin's watching the playback. He's like, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't here.
Yeah.
We've got Iron Man 2 up against the documentary Inside Job.
Inside
I mean,
Job.
anyone voting Inside Job over Iron Man 2?
I don't really like Iron Man. Well, actually, no. It's Iron Man 3 I don't like, so no, I'll vote Iron Man 2.
I want my bird.
I almost misspoke there, so.
Just put Iron Man 2 straight. I talked about how much I don't like him this round.
Well, I haven't seen Inside Job.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Who's in it?
Oh, it's a documentary.
Oh, I mean, it could
it's
still be good.
Yeah, it's about the housing crisis of 2008.
Oh wow, I'd probably I don't know. No, over Iron Man 2, I'd go Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, it's another Matt Damon movie because he narrates the movie though.
Iron Man 2
but he does
the
good
first
producing.
time that we get Black Widow, and it's the first time we get Don Cheadle in there. So
we got better introduction to Black Widow.
No, you're totally forgetting what's his name, dude. Was so good in that movie? Justin Hammer.
Sam Rockwell.
Oh, he's always good. Yeah.
Moving on.
He was always good.
We've got Scott Pilgrim versus the World up against the Conspirator.
Anybody do
Conspirator?
No, not me.
Not me.
I'm not going to vote for the Conspirator. I mean, if Austin was here, he doesn't like Scott Pilgrim. But
Nope.
He's
Yeah.
not here.
Move
Well,
on,
yeah.
Sexual Bomb.
Yeah, just move on, Scott Pilgrim. Keep doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once again, it's sitting. I got the DVD sitting beside me. I was planning on watching it for this, just didn't get around to it. We got the Runaways up against Love and Other
I've
Drugs.
seen one. I haven't seen the
All
other.
right, this one we can talk about. It'll be me first, and I've never seen the Runaways. Who's in it? The Runaways.
Dakota Fanning and Kristen
It's your
Stewart.
favorite Kristen Stewart, baby.
Oh,
Your
is that who's
favorite?
in
One
it?
had, one had, I think
Yeah.
one had better.
I thought it was maybe Kristen Stewart with like longer hair or something, but
Blonde, yeah.
or blonde hair. I guess she sort of had long hair, but
Oh no, that's Dakota Fanning. Sorry.
No, she's a dark haired girl. That's Dakota.
yeah, okay, yeah, but anyways, I haven't seen it, but I have seen Love and Other Drugs, and it's good. I know that if we had Steven Shepard on, he's a big fan of this movie. I think it's in his 128, but for me, I wouldn't go near that high. I think it's just all right, but since I haven't seen the other one, I'll go Love and Other Drugs. Matt, what do you say?
Well, Love and Other Drugs is telling me that they're showing more skin than the Runaways, and it's got. I think that's Anne Hathaway and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
So I'd probably pick that one. I mean, I will pick that one, but if I had seen them, I'd probably pick that one too.
Yeah, JPO.
Yeah, it's actually pretty close for me because I do like both these movies here. Runaways is a bit of a biopic of it's the people that sing Cherry Bomb. So yeah, I had fun with Michael Shannon's like the manager too. So like it's not that bad.
Fuck.
I am leaning more towards Love and Other Drugs though. I think it's actually kind of like dramatic, very dramatic at points too. She gets sick and whether or not he can stick by her side, whether or not she wants him to stick by her side. And they're both really good in it. So yeah, I'm gonna go Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah,
She's so hot.
I have not seen the Runaway.
Yes, Matt, she's very naked in it, so you would like it.
Yeah.
She's
I have not seen the
Catwoman,
Runaway. I've been wanting to see it for a while because I had just one of Kristen Stewart better performance. But I love and Other Drugs. I actually think it's a really good movie. And one of Anne Hathaway's best performance to give in anything. And Jake Gyllenhaal really good in it. I think Josh Gad is the brother in it. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, but it's really good. It's definitely something I would recommend people to check out. It's really good movie. And also a really good dramatic movie at times too.
Is it a good date movie?
Yes, I will say. And
I would say maybe not because I don't know. There's also one guy that's like, maybe you should leave her. That's gonna be hard. Like so, I don't know.
Jordan, was the brother played by Josh Gad or I was thinking of somebody else?
No, Josh Gad's definitely. I don't remember if he's the brother.
Josh Gad is in the movie. He plays a character called Josh Randall.
Yeah.
Okay. It's definitely Josh Gad. Yeah.
Yeah, but he really good in the movie too. One of Josh Gad.
Yeah, he's funny. It is pretty funny in points though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
And that Cherry Bomb song is sung by Joan Jett. I didn't realize that was her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess Stuart.
Who sings "I Love Rock and Roll"? Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot Joan Jett.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's Kristen Stewart doing that, that might be different. So I mean, despite that, I don't like her as an actress, I'd be willing to check it out because it. When I was going through the list, it's one of the more higher rated movies on the list. So yeah.
Jordan says, "I'll see a matinee, maybe."
Yeah, like maybe if I have nothing else to do, I don't know. But
you're a busy guy.
But Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to check out the Runaways. I just ran out of time to catch up on this. I had about 25 movies I hadn't seen in this bracket, and it's like
Same,
so I could only watch some of them. But I actually do like Love and Other Drugs. I do think it's a good movie, so I'm gonna go Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah, so Love and Other Drugs.
Right. So we've got Legend of the Guardians, Elsa Cahul up against Legion.
Oh, Legion.
All right. And it'll be Matt first.
I haven't seen that Legends of the Guardians. Is that the Legends of Gahul or whatever?
It's Zack Snyder's Owl movie.
Yeah,
that's not the only animated.
Yeah, okay.
Movie.
I love animals, and owls are mad cool. But I've seen Legion, and that movie was dope.
Yeah, sounds good. JPO.
I mean, part of me wants to vote for the Guardians or Legends of Guardians because I'm a Hal Rudnick fan, where Miles at. But I kind of like what Matt said. I only saw Legion, so I gotta go vote for Legion. And there's some cool moments in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one where that's what's his name, right? Fuck.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany.
Yeah, Paul Bettany. Yeah, where he's the angel and they're fighting and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that movie was dope.
It's on the poster. Angels fighting shit.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought that was a Magic Mike poster.
Yeah. All right. Chris, what are you gonna go for?
None of these movies are particularly good, but I think Legion is and Legend Guardian Arago who had cool visual moments and a couple of decent voiceovers. So between the lesser two evil, I go with Legend Guardian.
That's really cool.
Yeah, right. Malcolm, what do you got?
Like Legends of Guardians actually surprisingly got a bit of a stacked cast. Which is like you got people like Jim Sturgis, David Wenham, Helen Mirren, Jeffrey Rush, Hugo Weaving, Miriam McGoyles, Sam Neill's in there somewhere, and Lee Winnell and Angus Sampson both pop up as well.
Oh wow, the two guys from Insidious.
Yeah. But unfortunately, I haven't got around to seeing either of these movies. Like, I've heard a lot of about Legend of the Guardians. Like, a lot of people just call it Zack Snyder's L movie because
he directed it.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah. So I'm just gonna go Legends of the Guardian and let Jordan decide.
Sure. Well, I haven't seen either one, and I'll just say that for a Paul Bettany movie, I prefer Priest over Legion. I like.
That's the one I was thinking of. Priest. Yeah, that one's sick.
Yeah,
that's not that good either.
Yeah, like a lot of people
I like it.
That it's not good, but I really liked it. Yeah, but,
it was stylized violence, you know.
It has some Underworld vibes, but not as bad as that movie to me. But,
I love Underworld. Are you kidding?
I like Underworld.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan, but the Legend of the Guardians though, it looks really visually stunning. But there's one thing about Zack Snyder, like he kind of has issues with his writing, but like he always hits on the special effects are always like top notch. So I'll go with Legend of the Guardians.
I didn't know he directed that. Because look, George Miller did Babe, remember? And Happy Feet, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Happy Feet, and then he went on to do Mad Max. Yeah, we got Rubber on here.
I've seen in the sort of critic review of Rubber, but I have never seen Rubber.
This is a crazy double feature.
Which has anyone ever seen Rubber?
I've seen in the sort of.
I've never seen a Rubber in my life. I'm still a virgin.
We can talk about it. Then you're up first, JPO.
Oh God, has no one else seen Rubber?
No. I only seen in the sort of critic review of it.
Okay,
I've heard about it.
Matt, smoke a blunt, watch Rubber.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So fucking weird, dude. It's this rubber that's going. It's a rubber tire going on a killing spree. But like they talk to the audience at one point, and there is an audience in the movie, and I don't fucking know how to explain it. And I saw it like a month or two ago. Yeah, if you look at this dude's filmography, he's done several weird things. So, and sadly, it's the only one I've seen because the horse movie didn't do much for me. So, Rubber gets my vote, and I didn't love it, but in a weird way, I appreciate it in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you say?
I haven't seen either. I've seen that it's got a critic review at Rubble, and it's fascinating to watch a review of it. There's a lot of clips randomly from it.
Yeah.
Secretariat is a film I'm interested in. It's that time where I haven't seen a lot of Disney stuff that's not big name to me. So I had to go to Secretariat just based on what I heard from people who've seen it.
Yeah. Malcolm, what are you going to go for?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got around to seeing Rubber. It's definitely one that I've been curious about ever since Jake Marangoni brought it up on a show once. I mean, it's one like I was going down the list of movies I haven't seen, like to see what I can prioritize. Like Yeah, Bubba's probably got a bad Rotten Tomatoes. I'll see what it is, and if it's high enough, I might consider watching it. It's a 68%, so
Wow.
pretty good. So
68.
I just never got around to actually watching it. I did watch Secretariat for this. I do enjoy it. It's definitely not an Austin movie, but yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go Secretariat.
Yeah, it's another one of those horse movies for Austin that he hates.
I mean,
Jordan,
it is shorter than the Horse Whisperers.
you, me,
Yeah,
and Malcolm
yeah,
should
right.
do a watch along of Rubber. That'd be dope.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because it'll be the first time for all of us. I've never seen
Hell
it.
yeah.
And
Chris too.
It just goes to show you that that like even the most wacky premises, like if it has good writing behind it and good like some good things added in there, like it can still be a good movie, like a movie about a tire. I mean, 68%, that's fresh. So
Yeah.
So and yeah, like I'm not a big Secretariat fan either. I'm not a big fan of most horse movies. There's a couple in there that I would say are all right, but not this one. So I'll go with Rubber because it sounds crazy. So
Yeah.
Matt, what do you say?
Well, my friend Lego, who she has her own channel, you should check her out. And she's on my buddy Rob's channel.
Okay.
What's it called? She's the one that told me about Rubber because she's way into horror stuff.
Okay.
And it sounded interesting, right? The premise, but I could imagine watching an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever the fuck it is, you get pretty bored. But Secretariat, is that Disney that makes that? Is that what it says in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for that just because I mean that poster looks fucking gorgeous, so it's probably shot well, and if it's Disney, it's got some money behind it. But I love Seabiscuit. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time. And if this can be not like Seabiscuit, but you know, pretty true to life about Secretariat, the actual horse, I would definitely want to see that over some fucking horror movie. I don't like horror.
Yeah.
Watch the Charter Critic reviews. You're not missing much for Rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's got John Malkovich and Diane Lane, so that's a pretty good lead, right?
In Secretariat?
There. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
dude. Malkovich,
bad.
Malkovich.
Yeah.
Rubber's got no one sort of recognizable.
Which
although
one?
that Rubber.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no, I looked up the cast. I was like, there's no recognizable. Although that being said, I did do a double take once and thought I saw that David Bowie was in the movie, but it's not. It's David.
That'd be wild.
It's David Bowie, Bowe, but Secretariat is going to be.
Oh, you know, he's totally biting off that name though.
Which is funny. My brother and sister, or no, my sister and her new husband, they were going on their honeymoon and they saw John Malkovich in an airport, and
No way.
like they weren't sure if it was him. So the only thing that their husband could really, I think, to say, he just walked over and he's like, "Are you John Malkovich? If you are, you're awesome." So he's like, "Yeah, that's me." Yeah.
Oh, sick.
So,
He should have went up to him and said, Malkovich. He'd be like, oh, yeah, this guy knows me.
Anyways, we got
Rabbit Hole up against Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Wow.
Right.
That is a disturbing poster there.
it will be Chris first.
Okay, calming myself down before I go on a rant about Percy Jackson here. Before Artemis Fowl, that made me as a book fan, did with Percy Jackson. I love the Percy Jackson book series to death. I read them a lot, I kept up to date with every one of them even now. And this movie is abomination to how good the book are. It's just like you have Sean Bean, you have Logan Lerman, you have a bunch of good people in this movie. Even
yeah.
Steve Coogan is the only good thing about it as Hades, I will say. It's like hit the stuff with him, and I think with Johnny Johnson is Destiny. Stuff with Dunderbo is a little bit funny, and some is funny as Medusa, like her Greek appearance. But yeah, this movie just sucks. Rabbit Hole is depressing as shit. But it's a really powerful movie. Great performance from Nicole Kidman and I believe Aaron Eckhart. Really good movie about losing a child with grief and everything. Hit me a lot when I saw it back in 2010. It still sticks with me to this day. Fuck Percy Jackson, that movie to go burn it home. Hopefully Disney can redeem it. Hopefully Disney can redeem this and give us a good thing. Not hopefully.
Yeah,
not
what do you think of Avatar, the movie? Not the other one, you know.
The Airbender, just as bad.
Yeah,
as,
Airbender. Yeah, that one.
Just as bad as this.
Oh my god, that's what I wanted to hear you say.
Well,
Fuck it, I think they even went to Armin Fowl, and Armin Fowl hated too.
yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you say?
Look, Percy Jackson is nowhere near the level of quality as last year.
No.
Okay.
Look, as someone who has never read the Percy Jackson books, like, I thought the movie was fun. I thought it was good. Like, is it as good as the likes of Harry Potter and all that? No, it isn't. But like it's fun, and I think the acting is really good. Like I do get the fact they did change things in the movie that would affect the future books and all that.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, for someone who's never read Percy Jackson, who doesn't have any sort of connection to the books, I thought it was a good movie. It's fine. I did just like I watched Rabbit Hole for this. I liked it a lot. Like, it's not a easy watch at all, but it's still a good movie. And it's one of those ones that I was watching it. There was definitely a lot of good vibes of Marriage Story and Kramer versus Kramer and stuff like that in here as well, with that kind of level.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman was nominated for an Oscar for this. But yeah, so I'm going to go Rabbit Hole on this.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure a bunch of us watched Rabbit Hole for this because
I have seen it.
Am I the only person who saw it way back when it came out? Probably yes.
Probably, yeah, but Rabbit Hole was actually really, really good. Yeah, I was really surprised. I thought that like it wasn't a movie that just blew me away, but it was powerful. Like, it was just a really powerful, just almost kind of hard to watch, and just because of like what happened in the movie. I don't want to spoil anything.
Is it like Eyes Wide Shut, kind of like in that way?
No, not really that way. It's just like more. They go through some tragedy. Aaron Eckhart and Nicole Kidman go through a tragedy, and they're trying to figure out their life after that. But yeah, and I'm also kind of with Malcolm. Like, I didn't think that the first Percy Jackson movie was that bad. The second one kind of sucks. I don't really like that one, but the first one was decent because I've read all of the Percy Jackson books. I'm a big fan. Rick Riordan is my favorite author. I have one of the other books. I don't have any of the like Percy Jackson ones on hand, but I have one of the Trials of Apollo. It's one of his other series for Rick Riordan.
They made sequels to the Percy Jackson series that with different characters, but the other people do show up.
And he's got one called the Red Pyramid. He's got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But and I thought that they were spot on with all the casting, except for the Grover casting. I didn't really picture Brandon T. Jackson as that in character. That was just way off for me. But like everyone else, Logan Lerman, Alexander Daddario playing Annabeth, Pierce Brosnan, Sean Bean. Like, I actually liked all of that.
Did Sean Bean die in this?
No.
No.
Oh,
no, he actually doesn't in this. No, because he plays Zeus, so Zeus doesn't die.
Yeah.
So,
that's why I did the role.
yeah, but then also Uma Thurman playing Medusa, like, that's cool too.
Oh,
and like Rosario Dawson is in there, so
what?
Yeah, I think that it's good. So I mean, not going to say like it's nowhere like not like on a Harry Potter level or anything, but it's still decent. But still, like, I actually really liked Rabbit Hole though. Like, I think that I'm just on a high after just watching that. So I'm gonna go with Rabbit Hole, but they're both good. Matt, what do you say?
Yeah, both these posters are really. I've never seen either movie, but just going by posters, like, they're both very like difficult to read. I like one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was Nicole Kidman. The picture's so fractured. But if she's saying she got nominated and all that, then I would pick that one. And Percy Jackson, if it didn't say anything, I'd be like, is this Young Moses? What the fuck is this movie? Some Christian movie? So I'll go Rabbit Hole. But at first I was disturbed by the Rabbit Hole poster. I'm like, what's going on here?
Would you think that would be the poster for Sea of Monsters, maybe? But the second one, it's not.
No, really?
I think Sea of Monsters was basically the same poster, just with red.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was kind of lazy, but JPO, what do you say?
Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
Yeah.
Damn it! I had such a good opening line too.
Dang.
No, I was just saying. So first, let's pile on Chris a little bit more because that's always fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Percy
Chris is
Jackson's
good.
not the worst. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I could see, I didn't love it. Like it just kind of felt like there wasn't meat on the bone for me. But I could see, it hitting the audience, targeted audience. Yeah, I did just watch Rabbit Hole literally earlier today. I saw Jordan watch it, and I was like, all right, I might throw that on. I always purposely skipped it because I did know, the story of the movie here, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty depressing. So I knew.
Yeah.
I always had to I was like, I gotta watch that in the right time of day, right frame of mood. And yeah, no, Kidman's fantastic. Eckhart is very good about the trauma they're going through and whether or not they can get through it. And also, there's a really good moment with Diane Weiss towards the end. I enjoy her little monologue as well. So I'm glad we can at least vote it through, at least this time for sure. Because I was like, watch the movie not get through even the first round instead of going against the banger. But luckily, it's going against Percy Jackson, so Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, like I started off watching two very depressing movies. Then I almost was going to watch Blue Valentine, but I was like I don't want to be like
the sadness triple feature.
Yeah, I don't want to be depressed for like the rest of the entire day. So let's watch.
You're a smart guy, Jordan.
Blue Valentine more depressing than Rabbit Hole, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh no, you should watch Vanilla Sky and then White Oleander. Those are uplifting ones.
No way.
But yeah, the last thing I will say on Percy Jackson is like the Rick Riordan's like got a hands-on approach to the series, so like he's going to make it's probably going to be good. So
oh, that's good, nice. I'm down with that as long as he's not writing.
Nicole Kidman was
I
in White
remember
Oleander.
I remember watching the movie too and thinking like this feels rushed and would be a better show. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I forgot Shutter Island came out 2010. That was funny.
I think
this is 2010.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, Chris.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the help holdover from
the help is the only holdover from 2011 that made it in this bracket. So
yeah.
Okay,
that's why. Yeah.
Too bad it's going against Shutter Island.
So Shutter Island and the help, and it'll be Malcolm first. So what are you gonna go for?
But yeah, like I like Shutter Island. I think it's a good movie. But I just think The Help is a really powerful movie, and I think it's one of those ones that I think is really good. And I think Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer are really good in the movie, and same with him. So I'm going to go The Help.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Shutter Island. I don't really care for the twist at all. Like I just think that the twist is really stupid, and it just kind of I don't know, it just made the whole movie kind of worse for me. Like when the twist hit, I'm like, oh, that's what they're gonna do. Like then screw this movie. so yeah, it was good up until that, until you find that out. But The Help though, yeah, it's really really good. I think that it's pretty powerful, and I like what they do. They're doing some better things, as in previous movies, maybe The Color Purple or something. This one's way better and less weird creepy things going on with like on The Color Purple, Danny Glover going after 14-year-olds or whatever. But yeah,
that discussion to have another day.
Yeah, right. But this one's great, and I think Emma Stone and Viola Davis kill it, and Octavia Spencer I'll say too. So yeah, I'll go with The Help. Matt, what are you gonna go for?
I've never seen The Help, but I've seen Shutter Island plenty of times. I love Leo; he's probably my favorite living actor. But
Nice.
yeah, and I thought Shutter Island was actually really good, from the point of view. And I don't know what twist you're talking about, but I think we could spoil this movie. It's been long enough. If you're talking about the fact that he realizes his wife killed his children, then I think that would break anybody. And I don't know what you would do, or I don't know what I would do if I found out my wife killed my children, on purpose.
Well, there's more of a twist than that, though. It's more than that.
But I think that's enough to break somebody in half, mentally at least. So
that'd be down, but it's more than that. So
okay, yeah, no, that's fine. But I'll stick up for Scorsese and DiCaprio team up any day, and Mark Ruffalo's in it. Sir Ben Kingsley's in it. Fucking, what's her name? Williams. Not Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Michelle Williams.
Michelle,
she's really good. She's good in Venom. She's good in fucking that Ben Affleck's brother movie. But yeah, Shutter Island's my pick, even though it's a loser here.
Well, you don't know yet. So,
Imagine Venom in the same sentence as Shutter Island and Manchester by the Sea.
I like them both.
What do you say, JPO?
Damn it! Stop doing that, JPO. No, this is a good round. I like. Damn it! Stop! I thought I did it again. This is a good round. I'd like to help, but I also really like Shutter Island. Shout out to Scorsese for still kind of trying different things, different genres, and I also agree that I think Leo's one of, if not the best actor going today. So I'm gonna say Shutter, man. I really like him, man. That's one I would go back to more, and I like the twist, and even look at it from a different perspective upon that second viewing.
Yeah,
we'll see how they're gonna do it for Leo and Scorsese with Killers of the Flower Moon. It's gonna be almost 4 hours.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am excited. I love the trailer. So
yeah, it took me a couple times though to get Shutter Island, and I had to watch a bunch of YouTube videos explaining shit. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Chris, what do you say here?
So I think Shutter Island is a good movie. I think the only thing that stuck with me is the last line, and Leo's going, is it better to live as a monster or die as a good person? That's the only thing that ever stuck with me with that movie.
Right.
That is a good line.
Yeah. But I love the help. I stand by it. I don't care to any Meryl Streep people out there. Viola Davis should have won that year for the Oscar over Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep won for Iron Lady. Viola Davis should have won for the help. See her performance is amazing, standing, emotional as hell. Some stuff does not hold up well to this day, yes, but performance by Emma Stone is fantastic. Octavia Spencer, eat my shit. One of the best moments I had by watching my audience both times.
That is good.
And it's a great, touchy movie. It's better than the book, and I like the book. I like this movie better than the book it's based on.
Is it better than Hidden Figures?
Yes.
I don't know.
Wow, really? I gotta see it then.
And Bryce Dallas Howard is fantastic as the villain in the movie.
I heard her dad is pretty big or something.
Yeah, she is so hateable that you hate her. But the one that plays her mom is really funny in the movie. Everybody gives her a great performance. It's a really good movie. And Jordan, even though I don't agree with you about the Color Purple version, I do love the help a lot.
Yeah. Well, it'll be the help.
The help, got it.
I gotta see that. I didn't know that those two ladies were in it. Octavia Spencer, she was Ma, right? In Ma?
Yeah, she was Ma.
Oh my god, that movie's fucking crazy.
Oh
yeah. All right, we got Valentine's Day versus Winter's Bone. Is anyone voting for Valentine's Day?
No.
No. Winter's Bone, I didn't love it like I thought I was gonna watch. Look, I just watched it for the first time, and it's kind of a movie where not a lot is happening. There is something happening, but to get to that point, there's not a lot going on to get there.
I would have voted for Valentine's Day if they could have fit more people on the poster. I just can't see enough people.
Yeah. It's one of those Gary Marshall weird ones like New Year's Eve or some of those other Mother's Day.
Hey, everybody, there's free money. Just go there, show up.
Cloud versus Burlesque.
The movie with
that's Cher, dude. Cher doesn't come out for nothing.
So, and I'm first. Well, great. I haven't seen either one, but Burlesque. I'm not a musical guy, and I'm definitely not burlesque type of musical guy. So let's go Charlie St. Cloud. Matt.
I'll definitely pick Burlesque over the other one. I don't know what Zach, what's his name, is even looking at. She probably has her finger up his butt.
Who knows? I don't know. It almost looks like another.
Don't kink shame, dude. That's what
I'm not. I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
To each their own. JPO.
I saw Burlesque for whatever reason. I think just because I was interested in Christina, being a leading lady. You know what I mean? Something we haven't really seen. But so that's the only one I saw. So Burlesque.
Yeah.
That's all
Chris.
right.
None of the movies are good. Charlie St. Crown have a really stupid twist to it. Kind of like Remember Me, where it just like
one of those. So basically, it is a Nicholas Sparks movie.
it. You can I mind spoiler for those who haven't seen it.
No, I don't care.
I don't
His
care.
brother, you
He's
find out that
dead,
his
right?
brother,
Was he dead?
yeah, the brother is dead. Like he playing baseball with whatever. It's a
So
really
saying
stupid twist.
spoiler for Shutter Island. You find out he's
Yeah.
dead.
But Burlesque is
I wasn't gonna spoil it, but I
Fine.
decided to.
like Stanley Tucci is very funny in the movie. I'm gonna give it that. So I had to go with Burlesque with Stanley Tucci performance in the movie alone. Like
Yeah. So you're going
with
Charlie?
Burlesque.
Oh, okay. You're going with Burlesque. Okay.
Just
Um,
because Stanley Tucci.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Might be muted, Malcolm.
Well, I haven't said anything yet anyway. So.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I was waiting for you to say one.
Oh, okay. I said
Yeah,
it, but I
that's
might
Malcolm
have
told
gotten
him in the bedroom. Say
cut
my
off.
name.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is actually pretty easy for me. Like, I haven't got around seeing Charlie St. Cloud. It's also not a Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah.
It's based on
I
a
think
book
it
by
was. Seems like it. Could.
Ben Sherwood. So I think we took the Nicholas Sparks ones out of here. I think we were talking about taking out Remember Me, but we really didn't think there was anything stronger to put it in its place.
Yeah. If you want to know the plot to every Nicholas Sparks movie, just ask me. I can tell you. They're all the same.
But
Don't want to know.
Posters are.
Just tell you.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed Burlesque. I thought it was a fun movie, and to your point, it's like it is a musical, like they do sing, but it's not the typical kind of musical in which they just sort of are walking down the hallway and then randomly start bursting out of the song. They actually sort of they're actually singing for reasons because they actually get up on stage and sing. So it's a musical, but it's not it's hard to explain realistically.
But if you're going to be on stage, just be on Broadway on stage. Don't do it in the movie.
If you want to see a better version, just watch Make a Do season 2. There you go, Burlesque.
But I'm going to go Burlesque because I've seen it and I do really like it.
Well, then it'll be Burlesque.
Next up, we've got Youth in Revolt up against the American.
I think both.
All right. It'll be Matt first.
Okay, hold on one second. I can't see the screen. The American, George Clooney, and who's that? George Michael and who's the chick?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Michael Cera
and
Audrey
Christina
Plaza.
Ricci, maybe.
Audrey Plaza.
Oh, okay.
No,
Audrey Plaza?
No, it's not.
No, that's not Audrey Plaza.
Who is it?
I'm getting it. It's Portia Doubleday.
There you go. I was gonna say
Okay.
Caitlin, but only that.
What are you gonna vote for, Matt? What do you say? Anyone hear if you said?
I didn't hear.
You might be frozen or muted.
No,
But yeah, because I'm not seeing him in the green.
Yeah, he
room
looks
anymore.
pretty
So,
frozen to me.
Yeah, we'll go to JPO. I think he was about to say, and then he dropped out or something. But JPO.
Yeah, the American was an interesting enough tale. I only saw it the once. Youth in Revolt is kind of more of my alley. Really interesting Michael Cera performance. He kind of talks to the more evil, sinister version of himself to get with the girl, and I dug it. So Youth in Revolt.
Yeah. Chris.
I think both. I think the American a decent movie. I actually do like Youth in Revolt a lot. Steve Buscemi is really good in the movie as the dad. So Youth in Revolt.
Yeah, that'll sell me. Steve Buscemi in there, but Malcolm.
But Youth in Revolt actually has a pretty stacked cast because you got the likes of Zach Galifianakis in there somewhere. I did have it up before. Justin Long pops up. And, seems to pop on a lot of Michael Cera movies. Fred Willard is in there. Gene Smart. Emmett Walsh is also there. So it's a set cast. I just haven't seen it. I do think The American is a good movie, so I'm going to go The American.
Yeah, so I haven't seen either one of these, but The American just looks like it's like probably like George Clooney in a foreign country with a bunch of non-Americans, and he is the American. Because I'm looking at the cast, that's what it.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, right. But Ethan in Revo looks like one to be more up my alley, kind of rom-com with a bunch of cool supporting players like Fred Willard. Yeah, is it also in it? Rooney Mara, Ray Liotta. There's a couple more that haven't been mentioned yet, or a few more. So I'll go Youth and Revolt. Yeah. So it'll be Youth and Revolt.
Yep.
We'll see if we get any ties while Matt's gone.
Next up, we've got Inception up against Death at a Funeral at the 20.
Anybody do you vote for Death at a Funeral? No.
I was going to say that because we'll get to the better Death at a Funeral in 2007.
Okay. Well, I've seen it, but I'm not going to vote for it.
Good movie. Weird the fact that they remade it and they were like, we still want Peter Dinklage, but
right, yeah.
Peter Dinklage is supposed to be related to this whole family of black people. Like,
no. Peter Dinklage had sex with their father. That's right. The story.
Okay.
Right, next up, we've got The King's Speech up against Devil.
It's just weird that they remade an English movie. Like, it's not like it was in a different language. It's literally it was British people
right.
2 years prior. Just go watch that.
Yeah. Well, King's Speech and Devil, so it'll be JPO first.
Yeah, I mean, slightly easy here. Devil's not a bad. Like, I think Shyamalan might have wrote or produced it, but like, it's just okay. And King's Speech is really good. You know, one of the best movies of the year. Nominated for multiple things. First, really good. I love Rush. So yeah, King's Speech.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
Yeah, Devil suck. I just think of the whole throwing the bread thing on top of the ceiling thing.
No.
Yeah, but I absolutely love this King's Speech. I don't get the hate. It gets at the beginning. Tom Hooper descent into not so great movie. Less we talk about cast, the better. I feel limited to fine. Danish goes fine, but I love this King's Speech. I think Conference is great. Jeffrey Rush is really good in it. He deserved. As much as I complained that Andrew Garfield should have got nominated for something, Jeffrey Rush did deserve the Oscar that he got for the King's Speech. And Howard Bonham Carter won a better performance. Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
Great true story. That bomb scene is very funny when they just train. Yeah, you get for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm,
I mean, insert Austin saying it's period piece. He's not going to watch it. But yeah, I really like the King's Speech. Whether or not it should have run over the likes of Inception, The Kids Will Ride, and things like that, I don't know. But I'm still going to say give the King's Speech my vote here. So
yeah, So I like both of these movies. I think Devil is a fun time. They're just people trapped in an elevator, and one of them is the devil, and you're trying to figure out who it is. So it's interesting enough. But the King's Speech is one for me that really hits close to home because if you know me, I was someone that grew up with a stutter. Something that runs in my family, so it's very relatable. And just to think of what Colin Firth's character has to go through, giving all these speeches, and you have a stutter, and the whole scene where he's swearing a whole bunch. That actually is true for anyone who has a stutter. If you get really upset and really passionate, really intense, and you start swearing, then you're never going to stutter. Or also if you sing, that's another one. People who have a stutter, you can sing and you don't stutter. So yeah, it's pretty cool little movie. I'm not a huge period piece guy, but this one I really like. So yeah, I'll go the King's Speech.
King's Speech.
Yeah.
got The Fighter up against Unstoppable.
All right, so it'll be Chris first.
Yep.
This is tough. I really do like Unstoppable a lot. Great last Tony Scott directing before he died, sadly. I love The Fighter. It is. I only remember when I saw it in the movie theater. I turned to my brother halfway through the movie. I said, "Christian Bale did win the Oscars." Like, I had that feeling watching the film. Like, he just. This is probably still my favorite Bale performance in anything. I think he just gives just a great moment to see with him and Amy Adams at the the front door when he does giving that speech to her. It's great. Mark Wahlberg really good in it. Amy Adams is phenomenal in it. I much like Melissa Leo. I think Amy Adams deserved the Oscar more. I think she gave a much better performance than Melissa Leo does in the film. But yeah, this is easy. This is my favorite David Russell movie and one of my top 5 favorite Christian Bale movie. And Mark Wahlberg and Amy Adams. Yes, The Fighter.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of debate when Christian Bale was nominated that he should have been in Best Actor as opposed to Supporting Actor. I think this is the one that had that debate. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's been a while since I've sort of seen Unstoppable, but I do I did think it was good when I watched it. But again, another one I was planning on rewatching for this, just didn't really get around to it. But I'm going to give my vote to The Fighter. It's good.
Yeah. So
Chris, just to be sure you voted for The Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I've only seen The Fighter once, but I've seen Unstoppable like 7 or 8 times, something like that. Just because it's like an easy one when you're with a group of people that it's more of like a popcorn kind of like in the movie, just like sit there and like watch what happens to this runaway train kind of thing. It's just easy to kind of have on in the background, that kind of thing. But yeah, The Fighters, it is really, really good. Yeah, I think Christian Bale and Mark Wahlberg both could have won Oscars for it. They're both really good. We were talking about Ethan Suplee the other night a little bit on trivia. He's that guy that forgot to connect the train properly and screwed it all up for me. Unstoppable. Damn it. So I kind of blame him in the movie. But I'm going to vote for The Fighter. The Fighter is probably the better movie here.
Mark Wahlberg actually wasn't nominated.
Yeah, I know, but he could have been, I feel like.
That was a pretty stacked year for Best Actor.
Yeah.
But JPO, what do you say?
Yeah, Unstoppable has its moments. It is well directed, but yeah, The Fighter's a really kind of gripping tale here, and like a good uplifting one too in the end. As someone that didn't know the story going in, you're really not sure with how it's going to end for Christian Bale. So really well made, The Fighter.
Yeah, do The Fighter.
The Fighter's going to move on.
Yeah.
Next up, we have got How Do You Know up against the A-Team.
Oh no!
Right. It'll be Malcolm first. What do you got?
Yeah, so I actually have seen the A-Team. I actually quite enjoyed the A-Team too. I've only seen it the once, but I think for a movie that's based on a existing sort of TV show and that, I think it was actually pretty good. And yeah, I actually rewatched How Do You Know just before this, and I still really enjoyed it. But I'm going to slightly go the A-Team here.
Yeah, this one's kind of interesting. I haven't seen How Do You Know, but it was on my list to try to watch it because I'm a big fan of that cast. Paul Rudd, Owen Wilson. It's a pretty good cast. But I have seen the A-Team. It was all right. I don't know. Like, I actually like the TV show. I don't love it, but it's kind of one of those ones back before streaming days. I watched like all the reruns and all that. But because they're always on TV all the time. But yeah, it's kind of a toss up because I didn't love the 18. I just liked it, but I'll still vote for the 18 just because I haven't seen the other one. So, JPO.
This is tough. Part of me wants to give it to How Do You Know, just because it's sadly going to most likely be Jack Nicholson's last performance ever. And but the A Team I just had slightly more fun to. I'd go back to it. And hey, that's what I said, Brian.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I want to give it for that, but I can't because I think A Team is slightly better in this genre. So I'm gonna go A Team.
Yeah, like a pretty pretty good casting to like fit all those characters. I feel like so.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have mind if we ever got a sequel, but I guess that won't happen.
Like even having an MMA with Rampage Jackson in there, you know. So
yeah, to do some sort of wrestler fighter.
Yeah, right. So, Chris, what do you say?
I do not like How Do You Know. This is sadly that Nicholson's last performance. It's sad that he went on a pretty bad note with this.
Him and Gene Hackman, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the 18 a lot. I think it's entertaining every time we watch on TV. I really pop up. Chopper Copley is great, and then Bradley Cooper is really good in it. Lee Neeson does bring it, and I like the guy bring the Mr. role in there. So yeah, 18 for me. Bye.
Yeah. So it'll be the 18 moving on.
But yeah, I actually found it today because I did some sort of research when I was watching How Do You Know. Apparently, Bill Murray was considered for the role that ultimately went to Paul Rudd.
Okay. Oh.
Which is a very weird situation.
Yeah, that is a weird one. I thought you were going to say for Jack Nicholson's character, maybe.
Oh, that's a tough day.
All right. Faster in 127 hours. So this time it'll be me first. And I've never seen Faster. That was another one. Like if I just had like another day, I would have watched a couple more movies. Because I've heard Faster might be one of the better acting roles for Dwayne Johnson. I just haven't seen it, but 127 hours is great. I've actually hiked right around where he fell down in that ravine. Funny enough, because I grew up in Utah and I've been to all the national parks and all stuff down there. But and yeah, like despite what we know about James Franco now, like back then, and I really like him, and I still like him as an actor. You just gotta try to separate stuff. But yeah, I'll go 127 hours. JPO.
I do recommend Faster. Actually, yeah, it's a good R-rated kind of vengeance tale from The Rock. So yeah, it's a movie I do recommend checking out. Unfortunately, though, damn, it's against just a really well told story of perseverance and a guy just trying to last the night, or it's maybe victory or safety if you can ever get to it. And so yeah, it's really good. So I have to go 127 hours.
Yeah, like. Have you ever seen the documentary about the real guy? I'd recommend that too, because he actually talks about
the book is really good too.
Like how it felt, like having to cut his own arm off. It hurts enough just having to cut it off. But then you get to those nerves, it's like the most pain like a human being can experience. But it's only for a brief second because you just cut through it fast, I guess. But yeah. So, what are you gonna go for, Chris?
I probably want to go with Faster because I do like Faster a lot. Dwayne Rock Johnson won his better performance. Barely Tom Churchin really good at it. My favorite scene is the scene where he confronts the police. To the end of it, it's a really good moment of just forgiveness and such. I love 127 area. Film I saw in theater made me want to throw up when it got to the cutting of the arm off scene. Like, do not eat it when eating popcorn. Do not watch it while eating popcorn. I would never recommend that. Thank you have with me hot I rich. And much I want to take point away from Franco for that awful Oscar host the year after when the movie was nominated to the Oscar. Oh my god! A great performance for him. A touching movie to see with him. The whole long day to see when he sees his kids, they having the right really does his odd and. The fuck yeah feeling you get when he finally gets free. Yeah, 127 hours. Nice.
Yeah, And Danny Boyle is very hit and miss for me because there's like movies that are great and movies that are kind of dumb by him. Like you got 28 Days Later, but then you got The Beach, or you got 127 Hours, and you have Sunshine, which I don't like. Some people do.
I'm a Sunshine guy.
Yeah, Sunshine guy too.
And then you got Train Spotting, which is good, and then you have Yesterday, which I heard is kind of mediocre. So.
I like Yesterday.
I like Yesterday too.
Yeah.
I love Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen that one, so maybe I should see it. But Malcolm, what do you say here?
Yeah, apparently 2010 was the year of survival movies. Because you had 127 hours, but then as we saw in the other one, you had like Frozen, Buried, The Way Back, which is arguably a survival movie as well. So it's like, but yeah, I've seen Fast. I've seen Fast. I don't remember too much of it. I remember enjoying it though. But I watched 27 Hours for this. I think it's a really brilliant movie, and I think it's definitely well done, especially the way they filmed it, just to make you sort of feel like you're trapped there with them. So I'm going to go 127 hours.
Yeah, he has to go through like drinking his own pee and like all that stuff. Yeah,
and it's funny. It does have funny moments here and there, but it does keep you from feeling that.
The way that transition made it sound like he has got to drink his pee. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
We've got a tourist up against Barney's version.
Yeah.
My dad did kill me. I do not for
All right, so this time it'll be JPO first.
All right, guys. Let me see if I can sell you on this, in case you haven't seen it. Tourist, not that good, mediocre. Somehow got nominated for Best Picture. Let's make sure we hold that against it, because Barney's
that got nominated for Best Picture
at Golden Globes. At the Golden Globes. But still, and Barney's version's really good. Paul Giamatti's fantastic in it. Highly recommended. Let's go for it, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Chris, what do you say?
Yeah. The tourist stuck, and my dad would kill me at Geneva for Bonnie Virgin. He loved the film. I do like Bonnie Virgin a lot. I don't love it much. I don't love it as much as he does, but I do like a lot. Probably want Paul Giamatti back for Bonnie ever again. It's top and it's phenomenal in the movie. Highly recommend Bonnie Virgin. You haven't seen it yet. Wait.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
So is Barney's version the behind the scenes making of Barney the dinosaur?
Yeah, right. No, but I think there is a movie coming about it soon.
Oh yeah, the adult Barney version. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what I Hate Bonnie documentary on Peacock, that would destroy your mind a little bit.
It'll be played by Daniel Kaluuya, which is kind of weird.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't think Daniel Kaluuya is playing Barney. I think.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's going to be in the movie, but
I don't know if the guy
he's definitely
was black or white. I don't know.
He's definitely involved with making it anyway. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen either of these, so I'm going to do this purely based on how much the Rotten Tomatoes scores intrigue me into seeing this movie. Barney's version is higher, so I'm going to go Barney's version.
Yeah. Like, I actually saw the same thing, too, because I was trying to decide which movies to watch, and usually when I have blind spots, I do my usual, I take the critic score and the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, I just average them out, and Barney's version was one of the higher rated movies on the list of all the blind spots that I had. I just didn't have enough time to get to it, so I haven't seen it yet. The Tourist, I actually like The Tourist just because Johnny Depp's just playing like a normal dude. He's not playing some wacky character. Like, I actually like what he's doing in it. So just because I haven't seen Barney's version and I like The Tourist, I'm gonna go with The Tourist. But I think it'll still be Barney's version.
Yeah.
Yep, it will be.
Yes.
All right.
Woo! Me and JPO right there.
Yes.
Well, it makes the championship, and then I can watch it.
We've got the Crazies up against Jonah Hex.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Is anyone voting for Jonah Hex?
No.
Sadly, no.
Just bypass because the Crazies is awesome.
Crazy, really good.
I mean, I haven't seen the Crazies, so I probably would have gone Jonah Hex, but if everyone else is on the Crazies, I'll be voted anyway.
Jonah Hex is like like really low. I think it's like a 7 or an 8 on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that. It's really low.
Right. How to Train Your Dragon up against Blue Valentine.
Oh, shoot.
Um,
No, and it'll be Chris first. Don't get any time to think.
This is tough. I love both the movie to death. Blue Valentine depressed the hell out of me, but I think it's a really great movie about the relationship breaking apart. Like, at the ending, it hit me hard. I love How to Train Your Dragon too. I had to go with How to Train Your Dragon. I think it's in my top 5 of favorite DreamWorks movie all time. I think it's a beautiful movie. I think it's hold up every time we watch it. And the stoics, actually draw Butler best vocal performance and give it stuff. The father-son relationship touching. The flying scene, especially in the 3D, when I saw in 3D and theaters, was one of the most stunning moments I ever seen in animation. Like, yeah, How to Train Your Dragon. All 3 movies are just great. It's the number 1 bad movie in this franchise. Like, and you haven't seen movie Valentine, I do recommend that too. But How to Train Your Dragon, my vote. Like,
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah. I love Blue Valentine. I think it's a really good movie. But yeah, the first How to Train Your Dragon movie is a really good movie. So I think I'm going to have to go with that as well. So How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, so I've seen most of Blue Valentine, but I haven't seen how it ends because, for whatever reason, I didn't finish it. So I just couldn't watch too many depressing movies in one day. So I'll go back and finish it sometime soon. But and How to Train Your Dragon, like I'm not as high as everyone on How to Train Your Dragon. I'm just like it's good, but I'll probably. You know what? I'm just gonna vote for Blue Valentine just because I want an excuse to watch the end of it. So I'll go Blue Valentine. But JPO?
we tissue with you when you watch the end.
Yeah.
This one's super tough. This is the first dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because dang, you could really go either way. This is very much just kind of what's more up your alley, what's more in your genre. I think it's a super tight trilogy. I know, obviously, I'm the one that usually says I don't like the whole, I go back to it quicker, but I definitely would in this case. I'm going to go Dragon just by a hair. They're both really good, though, in what they're going for.
Yeah, so
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Toy Story 3 up against The Last Exorcism.
Oh, man.
Everybody do both, but
yeah, you just put through Toy Story 3. That's like one of the
I
worst
liked it. Last
of all time.
Exorcism, I do, except for the ending, but yeah, Toy Story 3.
Well,
Yeah.
once again, for Last Exorcism, it's about 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's like.
Yeah, I know. It's like rated kind of high. It's weird.
Really good movie. Jack the ending stuck to it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen Last Exorcism, so yeah.
One of the better found footage movie.
Easy A against the Book of Eli.
Okay. And it'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah. I don't like the Book of Eli. I just don't. I just think it's boring. I don't even know if I finished it. One of these days I'll probably go back and try and actually watch the whole thing. But I'm gonna go easier. I think it's a really good coming of age movie. So yeah.
Yeah. So I've never seen the Book of Eli. I thought about maybe watching it for this, but I just went with something else. But so I'll get around to it eventually. But yeah, Easy A is really good. Yeah. Emma Stone, it just like re-solidifies that she's a great lead in movies. And then it's based on the Telltale Heart, or it's one of those ones.
Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, Scarlet Letter. That's it. Yeah. So yeah, but and there's like Amanda Bynes, like fresh off of like having plastic surgery or something weird. Like she looked really like off in this movie to me. But despite that though, like she was kind of the good as her kind of like rival sort of, or like bullish type in at school. Yeah, but and then Stanley Tucci, he's good. So yeah, I'll go Easy A. JPO? You got?
Yeah, I like Book of Eli, but Easy Eye, I'm really akin to. I was watching most of it the other day, and I think it's got a great story. And yeah, I'm gonna go Easy A here.
Yeah. Chris.
I like Booker Eli up until the twist at the end. I think the twist kind of ruined the movie for me a little bit. And I think Owens is the best thing about it. He gave a good villain performance in the movie. I love EZA. This is probably top 5 favorite Emma Stone movies for me. I think it's very funny. Tom Hayden Church is very funny, and Stanley Tucci is one of my favorite movie dad out there.
Yeah.
And Man the Blind is so funny movie. That reveal of her being the principal daughter is such a funny little reveal in the movie when you get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend the Blind to go back to acting, but she is the way she is right now. But was such a funny actress back then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wish she would come back, but I don't know if she's got like struggling with some mental issues or something.
I think she's also maybe slightly retired from acting. Maybe I don't know. It's probably one of those things like with a lot of those big tail stars, like the fame probably got them a lot. That probably
right. Well, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Matt's phone died. So just a little word: if you're gonna be on the show, it's kind of long. Make sure that your phone is plugged in if you're doing it. or be somewhere where it can be plugged in.
Yeah.
but yeah. So got the Reef versus Splice.
I never even heard of the Reef.
And it's me first. Yeah, I have heard of the Reef. I've never seen it, so I don't know. And Splice, I think I've seen part of it, but because I remember it being like the whole gene splicing and to create this character, but I just don't remember a lot. So it must have been like doing multiple things while I watched it. But Splice looks like it's the better movie, so I'll go Splice. JPO?
Yeah, I don't remember the Reef, so yeah, I gotta go Splicer.
Yeah. Chris?
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought of open water, but I saw the poster.
I know, that's what I thought. If it was open water, screw that movie. I hate that movie.
I haven't seen Splice either, just because I did see a Long Haul movie back in 2010, beside a few that mentioned here. So I might go with Splice. It sounds interesting. It reminds me a little bit of Splitter.
Yeah, I just remember that after Chris Scott saw Splice, he called me up immediately and was raving about it and wanted to talk about it. I'm like, well, I haven't seen it, so just don't spoil it. but Malcolm?
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. I mean, The Reef could be an interesting shark attack movie. I don't know. But just while I know Splice has already gone through, for how it piques my interest by the Rotten Tomatoes scores, The Reef is the slightly higher score, but at 80%. Splice is 75%. Well, that's the thing. For The Reef, it's 80% critics. I think it's about 40% audience.
Okay, that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. But Splice is pretty similar at 75 to 37% audience. But anyway, Splice is going to move on.
Yeah. Splice.
Got Prince Sands up against It's Kind of a Funny Story.
Okay. This time it'd be a JPO first for Prince of Persia, and It's Kind of a Funny Story.
They're not too far from me here. I actually thought Persia was a little underrated, and just in the fact that I think it's a fine action adventure flick. Kind of Funny Story also sometimes seemed to be a little too Oscar baity, but I think had a sweeter story that is something I actually thought about recently going back to. So I'm gonna go for It's a Kind of Funny Story.
Yeah, Chris, what do you say?
The video game movie got get my eye on and made me Prince of Persia one of them. I loved the Prince of Persia game growing up. I played a lot them. One of my favorite franchises out there. This movie kind of almost ruined for me. They still have so much cast them and it. Them I think is the only good thing about Ben Kingsley. I don't know what he was doing in the film. I love it. Kind of funny story. I think it. Jodie Shannon after can be really good dramatic actor, and can be really good in the movie. And the Robert is fantastic in the movie. You haven't seen Kind of Funny Story, I do recommend it. Prince of Persia can go fucking stuck in hell. All I care. BJ movie stuck.
Jeez, you get angry sometimes, Chris. Jesus.
Yeah.
I grew up with
Yeah,
some of
right.
these stuff. It does get me angry.
All right.
I'm still waiting for my freaking Prince of Persia remake. PS5.
The movie upset Chris, but what do you say, Malcolm?
Yeah. Like I've seen Prince of Persia since time. As someone who's never played once again. I'm less angry about Prince of Persia than Chris is. Like I've never played the game, so I don't really know much about them. I don't care to play the games. I actually think Prince of Persia is a really fun movie. I actually do think it's pretty good. It's funny, like we keep talking about these movies with titles that don't really represent the movie. Like it's a kind of funny story. Is about a depressed guy who seeks help at a hospital and that. So it's not. So it's once again talking about a title that's really misleading to what the movie is.
Maybe it's supposed to be ironic. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a kind of funny story. It's actually made by the same people who did Captain Marvel's. So, and I liked it. I'm going to give my vote to Prince of Persia.
Yeah, so I've never seen it. It's kind of a funny story. It does. I don't know. It seems weird. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably check it out at some point. But Prince of Persia, I liked it. I'll just say that it was pretty whitewashed for what it was. They could have had more like Middle Eastern actors, maybe. But I mean, that's fine. I'm not someone that gets too up in arms about it. I just wanted to just mention it as all. But yeah, and they got a new Prince of Persia video game coming out that looks cool. It's called The Lost Crown. That they're like saying that's going to be a 2.5D game, so not quite 3D, not quite 2D. It's like in the middle, sort of. But it looks cool though. It's kind of like some like almost borderline like Into the Spider-Verse kind of animation, sort of like in that vein. So that looks cool. But for the movie, yeah, it was all right. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. So I'll vote Prince of Persia.
Yeah. You guys are way too generous on it.
So I think it'll be Prince of Persia.
You're too hard. Even if you think it's that bad, like there's no way that movie's in the fuck you territory.
No.
You're crazy.
JPO, did you vote on this matchup?
Yeah, I said funny story. I did go with a funny story.
Oh, you said funny story, so we actually have a tie.
So we've got a tie.
What tie?
Yeah,
what?
It'll be our first tie. So JPO, you want to keep it or do you want to switch?
I'm gonna go for Prince of Persia.
Yeah, we'll switch it up.
I like chaos and anger and Chris.
Yeah, there you go. And that was the last one from that
I will
side.
say, Alpha Molina, the only good thing about Prince of Persia. I will say.
What is?
Yep.
Alpha Molina, the only good part about Prince of Persia.
Honestly, other than like I didn't really think about the whitewashing part. Gyllenhaal's fine in it.
Yeah,
maybe not the right
Emma is
choice.
fine in it. Just they do have good chemistry together. That's about.
But
Ben Kingsley sort of can look pretty Asian, but or like Middle Eastern.
But now we're at the point where we speed through this because we've already talked about all these movies. So yeah.
Yeah. So just give your vote and we'll get to a winner quick. Right. Let's see, what do we got here? I gotta.
So Machete versus Alice in Wonderland.
Okay. All right, and it'll be.
I believe it's on me because I think Chris started. No, JPO started, so it's on.
Yeah, Chris. It'll be Chris.
Machete, it doesn't anger me as much as Alice in Wonderland does.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Machete.
Yeah. Machete was awesome. I watched it for the first time, so let's go with that. GPO?
Machete for sure this round.
Yeah. So it'll be Machete or Machete.
Next up, we've got Predators up against Let Me In.
Ooh. So it'll be Malcolm first.
I haven't seen either of these, but after hearing people talk about that Predators is a good one, I'm going to go Predators because it gives me a chance to see it for the championship.
Yeah, like I'm actually kind of with you too because I kind of prefer Let the Right One In, but not to say that Let Me In's bad. Like that movie's good still, but I'll vote for Predators. Yeah, just so we can have a chance. So I can also have a chance to watch it. JPO.
I've seen it, so I don't got to vote that way. I'm gonna go for Let Me In.
Yeah. Chris.
We do you for another time. I love Let Me In. I just think what they did with Richard Jenkins Canvas is better than what they did in the original, and I do like some of the changes they do make. It's one of my favorite remakes the last couple of years.
Yeah. Well, we have a tie, so it'll be Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, Let Me In.
You can't switch it. Okay. Well, we tried, Malcolm. We tried.
I didn't think he was going to switch it.
Yeah,
We've got the
right.
Social Network up against Piranha 3D.
Oh, geez.
Move.
Yeah, you want to just move the Social Network over?
Yeah.
We can do that. I heard that Piranha 3D's in like so bad it's good territory. I've never seen it, but
I mean, I kind of wish someone here to talk about Piranha 3D because I know he likes it.
yeah, right, yeah.
We got Life as We Know It up against True Grit.
Yeah, if he wanted to, he could have followed in the chat or something, but I told him, just go get some sleep. You never sleep.
Oh, he probably didn't. I mean, he probably didn't want to use up a lot of his data as well. So
yeah, that's very true. So yeah, this one is me first for True Grit and Life as We Know It. I'll vote for a True Grit mostly because I really like Haley Steinfeld in it. Like I'm a big fan of hers, so I'll go True Grit. JPO.
True Grit for sure.
Yeah. Chris.
Kind of like Let Me In. This is one of my favorite remakes in the last many years. I love True Grit. I think it's better than the original. Great performance, great changes, and a very fast ending. Yeah, one of Jeopardy's best performance to me.
Yeah. Malcolm.
yeah, it's going to be True Grit.
Yeah. True Grit. Rooster Cogburn.
That next match is going to be really hard though. We got Little Fockers up against the Karate.
No, it's not that hard for me.
Hard for certain reasons, yeah. But it'll be JPO first.
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah, me and JP teaming up here. Karate Kid, I saw it. That scene alone with the car and everything with Jackie Chan's backstory beat anything Little Focker.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Just lightly, I'm going to go Little Fockers.
Yeah. I think I got to go with the Karate Kid here. But people are going to be like, how the F did the Karate Kid make the championship?
I mean, let's be honest, they probably would have said it regardless of what goes in. I know Little Fockers is probably is actually considered to be bad as well. So
just had an easy path.
People be more me about Little Focker than Karate Kid, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think people would be going to be more mad about Karate Kid, to be honest. But we got Iron Man 2 up against Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I know what I want to do here, but it'll be, I believe, me first.
Yeah.
Did you go first last time, Malcolm? I can't remember.
I mean, you go first. I can't remember.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I want to vote for Scott Pilgrim just because I know every time Austin's on, he always bags on Scott Pilgrim, and I like that movie, so I'm gonna go Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, JPO.
I think Iron Man 2 is a good movie, slightly underrated just based on the fact that I have fun with it. But Scott Pilgrim, I think, is a really interesting underrated, great fun flick. So Scott Pilgrim,
yeah, especially what they do with the movie versus the graphic novel, because I actually read the graphic novel because I used to do home health care, and this guy that I was taking care of was like, yeah, I have the whole entire series of Scott Pilgrim. Here, you want to borrow it and read it? I'm like, sure. So, but Chris. What do you say?
Yeah, Iron Man 2 started out really good, and then it go right when it gets to after the NASCAR racing stuff.
It does.
After the jail scene with Whiplash and Robert Downey Jr. talking, it's still really bad. It doesn't pick up well for them. I love Scott Pilgrim. It go up.
Where's my Boyd? I need my boys.
Every time I watch Scott Pilgrim go up on reviewing, I love it. It's funny, it's entertaining. Chris Evans, fantastic. Brandon Routh, fantastic. Yeah, I love this movie. Despite how much I want to punch Michael Cera in the face every time I watch the movie.
Yeah. Malcolm, what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always of the opinion there's not a bad MCU movie. I like them all. Yeah, I like Scott Pilgrim a lot more than Iron Man 2, so I'm going to go Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. There's a couple bad ones for me. This is about like 3 or 4.
I'd very happy to rewatch Iron Man 2 for the MCU Rumble. I will say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be one of those ones like moving into 2009. That's going to be the one you're going to have a break from MCU movies popping up because there was one that came out in 2009. Love and Other Drugs up against Legends of the Guardians, Owls of Ga'Hoole.
Ga'Hoole. All right, so it'll be JPO first.
Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah, Love and Other Drugs. And Hathaway performance alone.
Malcolm.
Yeah, haven't seen Zack Snyder's Owl movie, so I'm going to go Love and Other Drugs.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie either, so I'll go Love and Other Drugs. But I do just kind of want to just mute it and put it on in the background just to like see those visuals. So.
Well, you two watching the Charger Critic reviews. Just in your mind.
Yeah, right. I can do that.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the actual movie. I might actually watch it later tonight, actually.
Yeah. Sure.
Got Secretariat up against Rabbit Hole.
Ooh, okay. Chris first.
Rabbit Hole, the most depressing movie I've seen that year, but it's a great movie.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Part of me wants to vote Secretariat to get it in for Austin's sake, but I just like Rabbit Hole a lot more, so Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, like there's things about Rabbit Hole, like I don't really want to spoil it for anyone, but like just where they go with it, where like they're about to do things that could really like fuck up their marriage, but then they don't go all the way through with them, and I kind of appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rabbit Hole. JPO.
Yeah, Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, Rabbit Hole.
I would say after Happy, I end up on part 2 a lot. My favorite movie from this year came out on part 2.
What was that one?
A lot of my favorite movie from
just a
year,
lot of. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said your number one. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, my number one Hollywood is on part 2.
Yeah.
Got The Help and Winter's Bone.
Malcolm, you'll be first.
Haven't seen Winter's Bone, so I'm going to go The Help.
Yeah, like Winter's Bone was just like an interesting movie because I think it's now my favorite Jennifer Lawrence performance I've ever seen after just watching it. But the movie that like is trying to do something, but like they don't really do anything to get there. They get there, but they're not doing a lot. So I'm gonna go with The Help because way more is going on in that movie. So yeah, JPO.
Winter's Bone.
Yeah,
that performance alone.
Yeah, it's good. Chris.
This is tough. They make it interesting. Not only Jennifer Lawrence performing, I believe it's Ethan Hawke, but
yeah.
John Hawke. He's phenomenal in this movie. He is so freaking good in this movie.
That is not Ethan Hawke's brother. That's not even their same. Yeah. They have different last names.
Hawke and Hawks.
Yeah. Hawke, but he's so good in this movie playing, like, helping Jennifer Lawrence out. Like, in any other year, he would have probably won the Oscar. Yeah. I do make it very challenging at Winter Bone. Like,
yeah, so we got a tie, and it goes to Malcolm. So,
which means that you're not making it challenging for me. I haven't seen Winter's Bone, so it's going to be The Help.
I'll just say that they really nail all the kind of Appalachian accents and all the kind of mannerisms. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It might.
No, I've never met anyone from that view.
It might second favorite Jennifer Lawrence performance behind Civil Life Playbook.
Just watch the Netflix series Ozark, and it's like they act a lot like those people. But we've got Burlesque up against Youth in Revolt. All right, and it'll be me this time. I've never seen Burlesque. It's just not one that appeals to me. And I haven't seen Youth in Revolt, but I'd way rather watch that. So I'll go with Youth in Revolt. JPO?
Youth in Revolt.
Yeah. Chris?
Yeah, used to be both Cyberless.
Yeah. Malcolm?
I haven't seen Youth in Revolt, but so I would have gone Burlesque. But
Yeah. It'll be Youth in Revolt.
It wouldn't matter anyway because Jordan probably would vote for used to be both.
we've got Inception up against The King's Speech.
Here's a matchup.
Oh.
And this time it'll be, I believe, JPO.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'll go Inception. It's my jam.
Yeah. Chris.
Oh, this is tough. I love both of these movies.
Yeah.
Until next week when I think behind, but this is Inception my favorite Nolan movie. Like, I just think it's brilliant, and the ending every time I watch it, my opinion changes on what the ending means. I had to go Inception. Like,
Yeah, like if they were ever to do like a sequel to a Chris Nolan movie, I would say Inception maybe, but Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I like both of these movies, but just slightly, I'm going to go Inception.
Yeah, and I'll just show some love for The King's Speech because, yeah, it's like one of the few period pieces I really like. So, yeah,
it's good to show you how good 2010 was for movies. Like,
yeah, which I've been starting to go through some of the earlier movies like from the 2000s. There's a few years where they're kind of a lot of stinkers coming up. We'll see. But yeah, it'll be Inception.
Yeah. I mean, I think we'll think people would murder us when they find out that Inception's going to make the championship.
Right? Yeah.
I'm glad it
did.
It's like Karate Kid made it, but Inception didn't.
Yeah. Right.
oh, just
The A team up against the Fighter.
Okay. It'll be Chris first.
Yeah, easy to fight a thing. It's one of the best movie ever. It's Christopher one of his greatest performances ever. Like, it's memorable, it's dramatic, and make you cry. Yes, the fighter.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I mean, to be fair, it only looks like 2010 was a good year for movies because when we were doing this, God took out a lot of the bad ones.
Yeah.
We could have had Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakle in here.
Yeah, we could have had that.
That's 2009 anyway, regardless.
Did these put Despicable Me on part one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, that makes it true.
It did make the championship, yes. But yeah, I do enjoy both these movies. I'm just going to have to go the Fighter slightly.
Yeah, for me, it's pretty easy. The Fighter. JPO?
The Fighter.
Yeah. Fighter takes it.
Yeah, you got about the Despicable Me. What they call bullshit. You put that back.
Yeah.
127 hours up against Barney's version.
Malcolm, you're first.
Yeah, I haven't seen Barney's version, so I'm going to go the Fighter.
Yeah, I still haven't seen.
127 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say 127. Okay,
I knew what I meant.
Yeah, right. No, do the same thing. I'll literally be looking right at the poster, and then other words come out.
No, it's more of a case. I was writing down the Fighter on my notes to make sure, so I know what's in the championships.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. I've never seen Barney's version, but maybe someday. But I'll go 127 hours. JPO.
Barney's version really hit me hard. So Barney's version.
Yeah. Chris.
I want to put Barney version through, so you guys should give a chance to watch it. It's a really good movie, much better than 127 hours. Like, it would make you it. Paul Giamatti best performance they ever give. Lately, top 10, 5, and put that's not an amazing movie. I do recommend it.
Is it better than Sideways? Like that performance?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mini Driver really? Is also really good in the movie. I would recommend Bonnie version. You want
was that good. I mean,
But anyway, we have a tie, and it goes to Jordan. Are you going to be pre-pressured into putting Barney's version in?
You know what? If you say that's a better performance than Sideways, that's my favorite Paul Giamatti performance. Either that or from what's that Beach Boys movie where he like plays the kind of douchebaggy guy?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like he's good in that
Love
too.
and Mercy.
Yeah,
There you go.
Love and Mercy. So if it's on like either of those levels, I'll switch it. I'll go to Barney's version. Yeah.
Yeah. He's also really good at Straight Outta Compton. I see a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Forget he's even in that. Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Crazies up against How to Train Your Dragon.
Ooh. All right.
Oh,
It'll be me first. I'm not like as high on How to Train Your Dragon, and I actually love the Crazies. I think it's one of the better zombie / infection movies, especially like near the end. It really ramps up when they're having to hide out and like fight some of the infected people. So I'll go the Crazies. JPO, what do you got?
No, How to Train Your Dragon. I like the Crazies, but no, How to Train Your Dragon's one of my favorite trilogies.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah, I much like the Crazy for having watched it for a short time last year for a horror movie and never seen before. It's How to Train Dragon. That fight scene alone and the story with him and his father thing is amazing. And Tuesday is my dog in every way.
Yep, that's what a lot of people say. Like he's totally my dog or my cat or whatever. But Malcolm.
Haven't seen the Crazies. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I'll be How to Train Your Dragon.
Toy Story 3 up against Easy A.
All right. It'll be JPO first.
I don't even remember. What did Toy Story 3 be? Did we even talk about that?
I think we just put it through whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember any one of us talking about that. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In this case, now we can because as much as I love Easy A, Toy Story 3 is my favorite of all four. So Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Chris.
Toy Story 3 was a thing that hit me because I graduated the same year from high school, the same year this movie came out. So I went over to the same age that any off to college. I think that does hit me a lot of way. Yeah, this movie made me cry. That last 20 minutes, it's like I cried both times I saw it. I love this movie. This is easily my top at least 5 or 6 favorite Pixar movie all the time. And yeah, this was a perfect ending to Toy Story. Like this was just, I almost cried, tearing up thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Chris, you graduated the same year as every single one of these movies on the whole list.
It does it in a different way just because of the time.
Yeah. Just because he's going to college and yeah. but Malcolm, what do you say here?
Yeah, I love Easy A, but I've got to go Toy Story 3 here.
Yeah, like I really like Easy A. I wouldn't say love it, but I really like it. But I love Toy Story 3. Yeah, that's my favorite out of all four, and yeah, it's got the best ending. It's just got a lot of unique things, like the whole like daycare stuff being kind of like a prison that we talked about before. A lot of similarities to that. So yeah.
Yeah, Ned Beatty had lost though. Yeah.
Yeah. He's awesome. It's like sort of like the warden for the daycare. Yeah. But yeah, Toy Story 3.
Also, I forgot to mention it, but the King's Speech losing to Reception continues the tradition of the best picture winner not going into the championship.
yeah, that's that.
Oh, I forgot the
tracks.
Beat the Social Network for best picture. That's freaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Splice up against Prince of Persia.
All right. Then it'll be me first. Well, I haven't seen Splice, but I've seen Prince of Persia, so I'll go Prince of Persia. JPO.
Yeah, so Splice is a really weird movie, man. It makes some really weird turns that I still don't like. I applaud it for being weird and different, but at the same time, I don't necessarily applaud it either because I don't like turns were a little too off-putting. Prince of Persia, like I said, kind of a borderline action flick, but I'm okay with it, and this might anger Chris. So Prince of Persia.
yeah.
There's no way in hell I'm putting that into the championship. It's place. Sorry, I just.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you say?
I say I haven't seen Splice. I had a fun with Prince of Persia, so Prince of Persia.
There it goes.
There's many ways in hell.
Yep. Sorry, Chris, you can't turn back the clock with this one, like in Prince of Persia.
Once you see a better version of playing the first Prince of Persia game, then it's made much better than the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so we have our Sweet 16. So from here on out, it's just we're just getting to some favorites. We'll see what could be potential favorites here.
I wonder what Austin would have voted with the Prince of Persia.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I think it depends on if he's seen Splice. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like more of a Splice guy, but
I think he
I don't
might dig Splice if he hasn't. I think he might have seen. Maybe we talked about it. I can't remember.
yeah.
He also might have had the same feeling I had about Prince of Persia. You never know.
No,
Yeah.
no one is that harsh.
Well, what is? Oh, that's Machete.
Machete up against Let Me In.
Ooh, fudge. Yeah. It'll be Chris first.
Yeah, it let me in. I just love this movie. I think it's my second favorite Matt Reeves movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Malcolm.
third favorite, actually, behind Dawn and Batman.
Okay.
Haven't seen Let Me In. Machete's really cool. So Machete.
Yeah, Machete rules. That movie's awesome, and I like the original a little better. So I'll go with Machete. JPO.
I like Let Me In a little bit more. Let Me In.
So
And with that, we have a tie, and I think you had the last tie, didn't you, Jordan?
Yeah.
So I think it goes back
so
to
go-
JPO.
Yeah.
So
Put
we're
that
gonna do-
vampire through.
Oh, let me in. Okay.
Be a hot favorite in the championship.
Maybe it'll make it to face against the original. It could. Maybe it's not that far back.
Social Network up against True Grit.
All right, and it'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah, I love I love Social Network, but True Grit is a perfect movie. I'm gonna go True Grit.
I'm kind of the other way around. I think The Social Network is almost a perfect movie. That movie's awesome. Just like a movie about like Facebook. Sounds like a really dumb idea, and it was like so good, like what David Fincher did. So I'm gonna vote Fincher over the Coen brothers. JPO.
Yeah, you stole my words, Jordan. I was about to say exactly what Malcolm said, but flip flop the titles.
Yeah.
No, I got my problems with True Grit. I like it a lot, but
Same.
knocks that next star level. Like, it's a solid 4. While Social Network's a solid 5 for me. I think it truly is. It's a great piece of work, and so Social Network for me.
And Rooster Cogburn kind of talks like he's got marbles in his mouth. It's hard to understand.
You watch it on the
Again, that might just be
different.
more at my speed. Recent story with technology and trying to make it to the top over, a Western will win it
Yeah.
out.
Anyway,
Think
Chris.
Chris,
Both of the movie are 5 out of 5 for me. I love both of the movie. But I had to go Social Network. My second favorite movie of this past decade.
yeah. So The Social Network. Yeah, The Social Network probably ranks like in my top 30 movies of all time.
Social Network is behind Parasite for my favorite movie of the past decade.
Yeah,
Right.
Parasite ranks a little higher for me too. Yeah.
Right, so I've got Karate Kid up against Scott Pilgrim. Anyone going to go Karate Kid?
No.
No.
Just-
We'll go Scott
No,
Pilgrim.
I won't. It's had a good run.
Yeah. It'll be in the championship, and people will laugh.
People will get mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and Other Drugs up against Rabbit Hole.
Ooh.
All right. It'll be me first. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Rabbit Hole. That movie was really good. So I'm not always a big Nicole Kidman fan, but when she's good, she's great. But she's not always that way, and she's great in this. So yeah.
Well, you know what she always says: heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
not that freaking commercial.
If you're an AMC fan, you see a lot of Nicole Kidman. I'm starting to hate Nicole Kidman. Nicole,
Yeah.
Don't do another commercial because you're making me hate you.
I hated just as much as hate seeing behind the scene of a movie I was just about to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that. Yeah.
But anyway, why did you vote for Jordan? Just so I've got.
I'd take a shot every time Malcolm's like, yeah, and he wrapped it the fuck up. Maybe it's recency bias because I think these are very close to me, but I'm gonna say Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. Chris.
I love Felicity movie. Oh, you know what? Just to get more love and much of love Rabbit Hole, I think Love Another Drug is an underrated movie that a lot of people need to see more. So Love Another Drug, like
I think more people saw it than Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah, but Malcolm, what do you say?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought people saw Love Another Drugs more because I only just heard of Rabbit Hole when I was baking this.
Yeah, no, Rabbit Hole, I think fell on the
Yes, I'm
radar
here.
a lot.
I just heard of it, but I saw Love and Other Drugs in theaters. So.
I mean, enough people must have seen it to nominate it for Oscars. But anyway, I think Rabbit Hole's great. But I just love and Other Drugs slightly more.
Well, we have a tie, and the tiebreaker goes to Chris. You can switch it up if you want.
I did keep a Love Another Drug, and Hatchery performance just it.
All right.
I just imagine Nicole Kidman does. Like,
I'll just make it easier for me going forward. It's all good.
We need more comedy into this. So it does not.
Yeah.
That movie's depressing.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
The Help versus Youth in Revolt.
All right. And it'll be back to JPO.
I think Youth in Revolt's really quirky and fun, man. Youth in Revolt.
Yeah. Chris.
I think a film that impact me at the end of the theater both time I've seen it to help. You kind, you beautiful, you important.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Still haven't seen Youth in Revolt. I'm going to go The Help.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Youth in Revolt either, but I feel like once I see it, like I would vote for it over The Help probably, but I haven't seen it yet, so I got to go with The Help. It'll be The Help. Right.
Next up, we've got Inception up against The Fighter.
This one's tough. Yeah, it'll be Chris first.
I love both of these films.
Good luck.
This is both of these movies are really good. In terms of visually, score, and performance-wise, Inception.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like both of these movies, but I've got to go Inception.
Yeah. For whatever reason, like I still go back to The Fighter all the time, but then Inception, like I feel like I've seen it about 5 or 6 times, and I'm not really caring to go back to it. Really, I don't know what it is, but so I'm gonna go The Fighter. JPO.
Yeah, the show hurts feelings sometimes because not very happily. I'm gonna say Inception.
Oh, okay, so it'll be Inception.
Elite is the fighter in the championship, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yep. It'll be there.
Good luck to the panel for that.
Yeah, right.
Got Barney's version up against How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, that's easy.
All right. It'll be Malcolm first. You go.
I still haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon. I still haven't seen Barney's version. I've seen How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon gets my vote.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Barney's version, but I'm gonna vote for Barney's version because I'm not like a diehard for How to Train Your Dragon. So. JPO.
Oh, Chris, do it for your dad and me. Barney's version.
Yeah. Chris.
I love Barney's version, but I don't love it that much enough to vote it past How to Train. That's right. When I think a best animated movie besides Thursday from this year, it's How to Train Your Dragon. Second best. The music alone and visually and the story does it for me.
Yeah. Well, we have a tie, so it goes to Malcolm this time.
So part of me wants to break Chris's heart, but part of me doesn't want to go against my love of How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm going to go How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay. That's fair.
got Toy Story 3 up against Prince of Persia.
You guys better not continue that bullshit.
Now it's easy. Now, okay.
I mean, anyone going to go Prince of Persia over Toy Story 3?
No, we just put it through.
No.
Don't do it.
Now it becomes difficult now. With Toy Story 3 versus How to Train Dragon.
All right, so this is our Elite
Rematch on the Oscars.
All right.
The same Oscar that didn't nominate Tangle or Despicable Me. So, yeah.
Let me in up against. Keep going.
I think it's a Social Network.
Okay.
Yeah,
Social
it's a Social Network. Like,
all right. And it'll be me first, and then this one's easy for me. Social Network. Social Network might be my favorite movie from 2010. So, yeah, Social Network. JPO.
Social Network.
Yeah. Chris.
Can we bet for all of it, Social Network?
Yeah. Malcolm.
Social Network.
Yeah.
Hashtag Andrew Garfield with Wildball Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
He was fine. And
I think he should have got nominated too. Yeah.
We've got Scott Pilgrim versus the World up against Love and Other Drugs.
All right. JPO, you're up first.
Ooh, Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. Chris.
Scott Pilgrim and not to make it the top two, but Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
Yep, and I'll also go Scott Pilgrim. A clean sweep. Let's keep them coming.
All right. We've got The Help up against Inception.
Okay. Chris, you're up first.
Inception.
Malcolm.
Yeah, just because they're both in the championship, I'm going to go for the 2010 movie Inception.
Yeah. Yeah, I think here I clearly like Inception better. So I'll go Inception. JPO?
Inception.
Yep. Inception.
It made me that we got 2011 movie all the way too close to the champions.
Yep. Close, but
No, I mean it's fine if it makes championships. Like I won't. That's why I wasn't going to have it win.
yeah, right.
We've got a rematch from the best animated category at the Oscars. How to Train Your Dragon up against Toy Story 3.
Ooh, this is a good animation matchup. It'll be Malcolm first.
Yeah, I mean I like Toy Story 3, but I'm gonna go How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, like I love Toy Story 3. That's in my top probably 3 animated movies of all time. So I'm gonna go Toy Story 3. JPO.
Wow, this is a good matchup, but I'm kind of with you on that, man. I'm going Toy Story 3.
Yeah, it's a banger. Chris.
Yeah, this is a really good matchup. I love both of these films to death. Yeah, I had to go with my heart. I had to go with the film that hit me right where the age I was back then. I had to go with Toy Story 3. Yeah.
Yep. Toy Story 3.
This is where I kind of Rich Austin was here, so I can tell us how many of these have
one.
Yeah, before.
I'm pretty sure 2 of them have won. I think, but 2 out of the 4, I think. But, yeah,
this is tough. No, 2 of these are tough.
Yeah, so the Social Network versus Scott Pilgrim, and it'll be JPO.
Tough, but a Social Network.
Yeah. Chris.
Yeah, tough, but I had to go with Social Network too.
Yep. Malcolm.
Tough, but I've got to go Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
It's only tough if we want a unique winner, but I'm gonna go with Social Network. So
I mean, I generally like Scott Pilgrim versus the World more than Social Network.
Yeah. There you go.
Inception versus Toy Story 3.
It'll be Chris.
Oh, this is tough. Oh, which one to go with?
I'll just say that I'm pretty sure, because I don't know for sure. I don't have the official list, but I think Social Network and Toy Story 3 have won a tournament. I think. So.
This is tough. I love both.
So no matter what, we got a repeated winner.
Maybe.
I had to go with the film that made me cry and sing, and the one that I just like. I remembered the heavy smile on my face. To Infinity and Beyond, Toy Story 3.
Yep. Malcolm.
Funny thing is, I think when we were talking to Austin off air one time about the unique winners, I think he was saying that there's a lot of animation you would think would be there that's not. So I don't know. But I'm between Inception and Toy Story 3. I've got to go Toy Story 3 just the slightest.
Yeah, I don't think Inception's one, but I could be wrong about that. But I would still go Toy Story 3. I just think it's better. So Toy Story 3. So I'm pretty sure these are both already like previous winners, but that's fine.
That's why Austin's in charge of the stats, because he knows his things.
I didn't vote.
Oh, did you not vote? Okay, what are you going for?
But you made the right choice. Toy Story 3. So.
Okay.
You intercepted my mind, Jordan. You're like, I know what you want, buddy.
Yeah, right. Because, I'm pretty sure both of these have won before. So,
It like Sophie's choice here between the two.
Yeah,
Sophie's choice is not till the 80s, Chris.
Yeah, we'll get there. But
no, talking about having you choose.
I knew what you mean.
We got the joke, Chris. No one didn't get the joke.
Yeah,
you didn't get Malcolm's joke, evidently.
Yeah, but it'll be Malcolm first. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm not as big on social network as everyone else is. I'm going to go Toy Story 3.
Yeah, if I had a second longer, I could consult my list, because I can't remember which one I have ranked higher, but I believe it's social networks. So I'm feeling that right now. I'll go social network. GPO?
Oh, man. This is like Sophie. Oh, you said that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is neither one's the wrong answer here. Maybe because it's a biased like end of a trilogy, even though it's not the end because there's a fourth, but it's fucking kind of beautiful. So I'm gonna go the slightly more uplifting Toy Story 3.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen Sophie's Choice, so I don't get what this joke is about. Sophie's Choice, I've never seen it.
Oh, do you really not get the joke?
I mean, I kind of do, but kind of don't.
They make her choose which of her kids live.
Oh, that's what it is.
She's got to choose
Who
who dies,
her
son or her daughter. Yeah, I think, right? I've never seen either, but I know that's what it's about.
Is that Meryl Streep?
Yeah, it's a Streep one.
Yeah.
One of the best performances. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen Mamma Mia too, Chris?
I like Mamma Mia too, but I don't want to put it in my top 20.
Have you seen Ricky and the Flash? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, Ricky and the
Flash. Okay. As much as I love Social Network, and I do, and it is my top, my favorite. I had to go with the one that made me smile, laugh, and it's just like it was perfect ending. It's just like it was my saying goodbye to my favorite character, and I gave up my toy like the next day to kids. Yeah, Toy Story. Like
Toy Story 3. All right.
There you go. No fucking kids. I'm keeping my toys.
But the Social Network made me smile and laugh when Andrew Garfield comes and like rips his keyboard off and just slams it down, or like the laptop. I think it's the whole laptop, but yeah.
Are you listening now, asshole?
Yeah, right. Are you listening? Yeah. But yeah, cool. So Toy Story 3. We'll probably do something eventually with like multiple bracket winners and stuff when we get enough. But
in the chat, Brian is saying that Toy Story 3 hasn't won a tournament, and it's the first Pixar movie to actually win a tournament.
Oh, that's maybe hot diggity down.
Because Austin's the only one that was willing to go back through 100 and something episodes and see how many movies won. I wasn't going to do that. I'm like, screw that. So
I don't know. Apparently, Brod's keeping track of the stats as well.
Yeah,
Brian, statistician, baby.
Yeah, he's our fact checker. I mean, we didn't really tell him to do it; he just does it. But yeah, that was fun. So we'll have a championship on Friday. We'll see which ones will move on to face.
And I'm going to quickly bounce.
Yes. So you got any plugs, Malcolm?
Yeah, you can find me on Take Two Productions. I host Rankin every Sunday night. This week is our 250th episode, so celebrating by doing a redux of top 12 best animated sequels. And you can also find me hosting trivia over on Full Metal. We just had a match between Adelaide Spence and Chad Reb drop today. So yeah, but I'm out.
Night,
All
Malcolm.
right, thanks, Malcolm. See ya.
Yeah, can I do the same so I can go lay down?
Yeah.
And
Well, I was gonna
figure
go to
out
you
the
first
seat.
anyway. Yeah, where can we find you, JPO?
Yeah, follow me, of course, on this channel as well. Thursday, in fact, is that tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Pez's internet is back, so me, Pez, Richie, and the Barbs can talk some wrestling over at the Lonely March. It's a wrestling podcast right here on this channel. And then to see more of me over at my channel, The Pierce Co. Lots of movie trivia going over there. You'll see these two faces. Tomorrow, I think I'm doing some 2023 stuff. Of course, I mentioned Jordan and Pez have moved on in the tournament, so you'll see that maybe the next week or two. Yeah. Oh, and actually, Chris's match is your match tomorrow.
Yeah, 9 p.m. tomorrow.
There you go. Also, Chris has his tag team tournament matches tomorrow, actually, as well.
You know,
So
it might be back-to-back trivia.
channel. Yeah, we'll see. I'll make that group chat tomorrow. See who's in the 2023 one. Yeah, and then more, like I said, more trivia on that. Top 10 as well. Me and Barber will be on there Friday talking our favorite movies of the year. ... So far, because we are now at the halfway point of 2023. So I also want to do a top 10 worst of the year so far, but we'll do that later. And then Pierce Wrestling Channel, you'll see some wrestling trivia. Just uploaded an exclusive match earlier today from show I was at on Saturday, and we're going to do some more stuff. We just filmed a match with Flip Gordon from Ring of Honor and NWA. His match will be dropping in the next week or so. So yeah, follow me over on those two channels, and popping up other channels as well, Malcolm channel from time and whatnot. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, totally. And I'll be doing hopefully something similar soon on a podcast breaking down the top 12 of the years so far. Ooh. I've been kind of trying to find some people that can do with me. I had a little panel almost set up, and then everyone had something like a conflict come up. So we'll figure it out. It's no biggie. But
if you need someone, let me know. I've seen over 50.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah,
I have almost my top
you guys
20 on my list.
I've probably seen close to that. Yeah, but Chris, where can we find you?
Find me anywhere. You can find me tomorrow at JPO channel with my team, my partner Zachary Shelton, and you can find me anywhere else. Yeah, it's a great time. You probably see me Saturday, maybe Benefit Casual, but anything else. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. They used to hit me up a lot for Battleground Casual, but like the last 3 times that Aaron asked me, I was either out of town or I had something going on. So
well, you seen any of the 15 movie he posted? Sign up. We see.
Yeah, I'll have to go look and see what movies are on there. Because I've seen probably more than any other year this year. So yeah.
Yeah, right. You probably be like me. I only seen like 10 so far the list he had listed for this week.
Okay. Well, I'll go check it out. I'm curious if he's going to have probably too soon for Mission Impossible, but
no, that would be next week from Boiler Talk.
Okay, cool. Yeah. But
I dread him when it comes to Bobby Oppenheimer. It one day be a spoiler talk.
Oh yeah, right. But yeah, you can find us everything for the channel at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram, and also at my personal Twitter and Instagram, Jordan83616. And then you can find us in the Schmodown Friends and Family group on Facebook. And then we also have a Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/moviehero, we have all kinds of exclusive podcast episodes. We which I have to upload our last podcast episode. That's coming this weekend sometime. So that'll be popping up. And then we're having some more drafts. We'll be doing a big animated movie draft coming up soon to kind of round out our animation stuff we've been doing on the channel. We're kind of getting to the end of that. And then we'll be doing more trivia, the Seen and Heard movie trivia. I don't know exactly when. We were going to do it this Sunday, but most of the people that I need for it can't be there, like our current champion and our number one contender. So I'm gonna just stay tuned on our social media. I'll be making some announcements as when we're gonna do it. It'll be either sometime this next week or a week from this Sunday, probably about then. But and then let's see. Oh, and then if you go back to our main page, and you look up in the little banner, there's some little things to help donate to the channel. We're just making a little push for that because until we can get monetized, and while I've been dedicating a lot more time to the channel because I've been sort of in between jobs. My work isn't giving me a lot of hours, so I've been trying to find a new one. But while I'm doing that, I've been putting more time into the channel, and we're also asking for some donations so we can continue to bring you bigger and better content. So there's a link we have a GoFundMe over there. There's just my PayPal's on there. There's just a bunch of stuff, and a couple people have already donated, and we have some things that we're actually giving away. I don't have the actual posts pulled up, but we're doing some things like we're giving away some movie posters. If you donate higher amounts, we're giving away a Blu-ray box set, but for that we're gonna make sure that it's one you don't already have, and it's one that you'd be interested in. So it's not like a set one. We'll negotiate it with you if you donate at least $100 for that one. And then, but for some of the lower ones, there's some spots to like create your own episode of tournament fights, or tier ranker. There's some spots where you can be on any of the shows that we do, even ones we don't normally have people that we just pull from our partners in the channel, that like Podcast League. Now we'd have an outsider if you wanted to be on that and you donated some money, or you can be guaranteed to be on like one of our drafts, that kind of thing. So and watch for that. I have the link where you can donate in the banner on the main page in the bottom right hand corner there, and then I also just posted it on my Facebook and Instagram stories, so you can find it over there. But and just what we have coming up for a tournament fight and tier ranker. Just give you a little preview. So we already mentioned our championship on Friday. Oh, and before I get too far into it, I will be posting within the next 2 days. I'm going to post the schedule. Sorry, I'm a little late on. I've been out of town and kind of busy, but I'm going to post the schedule 2 months out on the Schmodown Friends and Family group, and then in the Patreon, I'll post 4 months out. So if you're a member of the Patreon, you can see a little heads up on the schedule and get first dibs on sign up for the episodes before they fill up. So just watch for that. There's some stuff coming, and also I'll be posting. Maybe even when I'm finished here, I want to try to put it together. But I'm going to have a YouTube short that's going to be our wheel spin for Wheel of Movies. It's another show we do on the channel. We'll be doing it next Wednesday night. So we have all of our regulars, our partners in the channel, all submitted their favorite movies, and then I'm going to spin it just one time. That's why it's going to be just a YouTube short, but it'll show which movie we're going to do a rewatch and then do about a 1 hour deep dive next Wednesday. So whatever pops up. So watch for that. Probably tomorrow that'll pop up on the channel. But just back to our tournament fights and tier rankers. So next Tuesday we'll be doing best vacation movies because it's summertime. So it's just movies where people are on vacation. We're going to be doing a big geek series to determine the best geek character of all time. So we have 8 different tournaments. We already did best Star Wars characters of all time, which that one's a little controversial because no Darth Vader, no Emperor Palpatine on that one. That's just the way that they voted. So, we'll be doing best Star Trek characters though. So that one's coming up next Friday. So we got that. We'll be doing our Movie Hero Mystery Tournament, which is going to be similar to Wheel of Movies, but we're going to spin it 64 times. So we'll have a little pre-show for that too. So you can watch us spin it 64 times and see which 64 movies are going to show up on our mystery tournament. We have So we'll be starting a new tier ranker series because we just wrapped up animation, and the next one's going to be best movies with one-word titles decade series. We're going to go decade by decade, and we had to kind of narrow it down because there's way more than 100 one-word title movies in every decade. But we came up with the top 100 for every decade, so we'll be doing that soon. We have Battle of the Toms. So it'll be Tom Hanks versus Tom Cruise movies coming up. We have our best animated movies championship tournament, where to be the final capper to all the animation stuff we've been doing. We're going to go through. We're going to take every top 10 list from our animation tier ranker series and all the honorable mentions from every decade, and we're going to put them in a big tournament. So we'll be doing an animation tournament for that. And then we have. We are doing best movies with a country in the title. So we already did city, state, and we just have country left to do. So that'll be coming up in August. We got our best of 2009 coming up around the end of August, and then I'll just give you just 3 bonus ones. We got the next one of our best geek character series. It's going to be best fantasy / adventure / sci-fi characters and creatures too. So and that'll be ones that have not appeared in any other series so far. So no Star Trek, no Star Wars, but everything else will be there. Then we'll be doing one that Malcolm suggested a long time ago when we're finally getting around to. We're going to be doing the greatest bands of all time, just to kind of switch it up. But it'll be greatest bands according to Rolling Stone. So we're going to take the top 64 of all time, and we'll vote on those ones. And then we'll also be doing best post-apocalyptic movies. So that's coming up too. So there's your little extended schedule. Always on tournament and tier ranker, I'll give you an extended preview. If it's any other show or if I'm appearing on someone else's show, I don't do that, but I always do a little deeper dive on tournament tier ranker. So yeah, but that'll do it for us tonight. So I know everyone had to bounce for some things, but thanks for hanging out, Chris. So for Chris, for Malcolm, for JPO, for Matt Munoz, even for Austin, he was supposed to be here, but his internet's out for like a day, so yikes. But I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.